Is this the what we were looking at last time?
Yep. This is my build. I haven't been around exploring everyone else's builds lately, so we can do that at the start if you want.
Why do you have two beds?
Someone put that pink bed in there. I'm not
Oh,
sure. Someone
that's
put that in there. There's a secret.
so that's kind of a violation, right? I mean,
Yeah, a little bit. Speaking
wouldn't
of
it,
speaking of secrets, there's a secret tunnel back here.
how do you manage that?
So you put the signs up on the blocks on either side here, and then you can put a painting on that, and it's actually attached to the signs. And then you can just walk through the painting. There's nothing like that over here. This one is...
That doesn't make any sense. Like walking through a painting doesn't make any sense.
Listen, that's just the way Minecraft works. That's a great way to hide your stuff. I don't
But
actually have
everybody
anything
knows.
back there right now, but...
Is this a big secret, or do a lot of people know this?
I haven't seen it on a lot of builds before. This is something I like to do quite a bit, though. On the old server that we all used to play on for work, I used to do that a lot.
Here's my secret thing on this server that nobody but me plays on, and it's like,
Yeah. I finished the roof, I think, since last time.
Do we Momoinks subscribe? Thank you.
Thank you.
Momoinks.
Oh, thanks.
I'm assuming we're up. I don't know. Twitch is kind of acting weird for me. It might be trying to
Why
show
don't
it out.
why don't you give us a quick rundown of your little house here while we wait for everybody to show up?
Okay. Well, I haven't done a whole lot. I've finished the roof, and that has been the biggest thing. And then I've put some trees out here. Mainly to make it easier for me to farm materials for the roof. The roof is... I say it's done because it's done on this side, but the other side, like up here, is not done. Like, I need to fix all that. And you can still see there's some dirt, too, that I haven't replaced yet.
Why would you show us that? It's disgusting.
Ah, sorry. That's my neighbor. And then I also built a little farm over here in the seating area. Mostly because I kept dying because I was running out of food. I think I'll probably expand this. Who's this?
You come out here and just watch those plants grow.
Yeah. Well, you sit here on your bench and, you look over your domain. You've got the little river down here.
You contemplate if 2021 is really going to be any different than 2020?
It's definitely not going to be any different. I'm working on a chimney here as well, but I don't have enough bricks for it. I'm still farming the materials for that. So it's just filling this with carbon dioxide.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of different kinds of health hazards going on here.
But it's fine. It's fine. And then I got the little bar back here as well. And eventually I'd like to put a villager behind this bar. We offer competitive pay.
Nice.
Let's explore though. I haven't looked at everything. I've just been playing on my own house.
Was that Sprout there?
I think so. Yeah, he just ran past.
I believe Sprout is the one whose video card has died
Oh
during
no!
the Minecraft contest, and he is now running on integrated Intel graphics.
Oh, wow. That's horrifying. Is that still the case? Can he hear us?
I think some people have definitely got on, or are watching the stream now.
How about them snows in the Northeast? I haven't been keeping up with that. How bad is it?
Apparently, it's quite the blizzard.
You always get the post where somebody opens their front door and it's just snow.
I was following one of those tinfoil hat things, and it was like, Trump's ordered almost all of his staff out of the White House. What's he planning? It turns out it was snowstorm. Snowstorm was what he was planning.
Yeah.
He's like, it's going to snow. You guys should probably go home.
Or he could also be planning to not be president anymore, which is what's going to happen.
Oh, look, they built a bridge too, so now you can get over here easier.
Oh, they took your advice. Although this might just be part of the highway system.
No, I think... Oh. Oh.
Is this another fucking train station?
No. This is a stable.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
No, this wasn't here before, was it?
No, it wasn't. So I came over to check it out.
Now, whose is this?
I cannot pronounce the name. Hang on. I'll click on a fence gate.
Oh,
See,
yeah.
I can't open their doors either. I'm not gonna bust down their door either.
Teki Satva. I think, yeah, I remember them from last time.
Yeah. They
They're
did the
pretty-
they did
they're-
the shroom guest house. The guest
All
shroom.
right, yeah, you really like that.
Yeah, I thought
Has
that
that
was
changed
cute.
at all? Let's take another look at that.
Let's go down here.
That looks more than what it was before.
Yeah, this has been expanded a little bit. The guest shroom. No, it's still here.
All right. You know what? If it ain't broke, right?
I was gonna see if they had expanded. It looks like they mostly were working on the stables. Oh, and then they've replaced the material they had before with this is why. This is concrete. This is why I can't find any stuff to make my stuff. We've both been farming the river. Oh, they got a beacon here. That's
Oh.
nice.
You know what? You got to play the game, Kristen.
I do need to play more. So like this whole river, we all needed clay, because obviously he's making concrete, and then I've been using it to make bricks for my fireplace. And I'm like, man, I'm having to travel awfully far just to get this, and then found it. That would explain
See,
why. We're both farming it.
You got to, the strategy here, Krista. Why would you ever plant your spot so close to such an ambitious player?
That's
was a
true.
mistake.
It was.
Anybody who is getting involved at this late stage, you're already behind, so you're gonna have to play it smart. Do not park your claim next to one of these kinds of people. Look at this.
This is Trump Tower, I think. Or that's what they said last time. I don't know that they've definitely made it bigger. I don't know that they've fleshed out the inside anymore. Doesn't look
Well, it
like
looks like something's coming together up there on the top.
Oh, look, there's a ladder here. Oh. All right.
That's the foosball court.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'm seeing Trump Hotel yet, but
I don't know. This is ambition. I mean, I think they're gonna fill all this in. And how many floors is Trump Hotel? Because that's gonna be a
I have
lot
no
to
idea.
reproduce. What is this thing in the sky over there?
oh. Oh no, Wendell.
How are
Is,
they
that
doing
is this
that?
Wendell bait?
It looks like the Enterprise.
How are they doing this, Krista? They can't fly.
So what you would have done, and you can see actually down here what they've started. So you would get sand or some other easily attainable block, and you would just nerd pole up until you placed one solid block that isn't easily destroyed. And then you just build off of it. And there's a pool of water down here that you could probably jump into. So you could get in on and off. I'm amazed at the dedication, because getting materials for this is probably going to be a pain in the ass.
Now, this might be somebody who doesn't quite understand that you are not impressing Wendell in this contest.
It's still cool though. Like, it's just still a lot of work.
But you know what? I'm going to tell you guys, this ain't going to win it with Krista.
I don't know. It might place,
I mean,
depending on how it turns out.
If they made it way more impressive, I could see it. Yeah, maybe, but it have to be really good.
If it wins a prize for me, it's probably the most Aspie prize that there would be. It's probably some older obscure hardware.
So look, there's another bridge here. So it looks like people have expanded. This is wine country. There's another little house over here. This looks cute.
Oh yeah, we saw this before. What is this structure there?
This
the
is
big
new.
structure.
Oh, what is it? Oh wow. Oh
There's like a-
wow. I thought that was just a mountain until I looked at it a little closer.
That's really good.
That is
That's-
really good.
And
A
that's
level.
a short time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this wasn't here last time.
Is there some kind of plug-in involved here? Can someone really freehand this?
Yes. This is Sprouts. This is Sprouts.
Oh, this is what cost Sprout the video card.
All right, I think that there's a 5600 XT inbound. If it may be something a little better.
That's incredible. No,
That
it
is
doesn't necessarily.
impressive.
I mean, it could be computer assisted. It's not impossible to do this on your own, though. Some people
Now,
are just
do-
really good builders in Minecraft. I've seen people do sculptures like this before.
Do we require that he tunnel in there and put down a bed and call it a house? Because technically this is A house building contest?
I live inside this inside the sculpture. Do what now?
And then I like he's got his little farm set up over here. I'm assuming that the black and yellow, that's probably he's gonna farm those for materials for the Enterprise up there.
No, is that might be like clothing for Picard? No, his clothing was red, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess the yellow is going to be the lights on the Enterprise.
Yeah, it could be lights or like the windows maybe. I'm not sure.
I think this is good now, but I think we underestimated the ambition of it.
Oh, it's crazy.
It is really crazy.
Yeah, it looks great. Someone working on their roof up here. Solid little farmhouse construction.
No, the chimney's got to go past the roof line or it sets the roof on fire.
Look at all their objects. Oh, they got a map up here. It's a treasure map.
They got a nice interior.
Oh, look, they've got the beams. Very wine country. Look, they've made a kitchen. Look how they did this. Isn't that cute? They look like little drawer pulls. Do you know how they did that? There's an item frame in there. And then they put a trap door in the item frame, and then they put a sign on top of it. Oh, that's really cool.
Now note, chat, the difference in the level of awe between this and the Picard.
Listen,
This is how you win the contest.
the Picard is really
I
cool,
want
and
you
that
to
will
know.
definitely place most likely, unless something dramatically changes. But I
But
love
these
this kind
drawers,
of
on the other hand.
this kind of stuff is the stuff I like. This is an interesting choice. I feel like you'd suffocate in that bed, but
Or what if you wake up suddenly?
oh, okay. Here's the
They're
staircase.
all like that. Why are they like that?
Still working on the roof and stuff. I'll come back to this one.
Yeah, see, the
This is-
chimney's got to clear the roof line.
I think they ran out of stuff. It's a
Yeah.
solid effort.
Yeah, it's still being worked on. Oh, look.
That was a nice garden over there.
There's
This
a
looks like Chateau Picard in the Star Trek lore.
Oh, this is also a stable that's being worked on currently. Someone killed a wandering trader for that llama.
Oh,
Oh.
it's a crime killing. They also have a skeleton horse.
Now that can happen randomly. Oh. I was gonna put the wandering trader in there just so they could hear the wah,
You
wah,
can't
wah.
meddle. You can't meddle. Oh, Joe McKinney, thank you for the bits.
Thanks, Joel McKinney.
Solid start
Come
to a
see
farm.
my
here.
house. It's almost done, I think. Death on a motorbike. How would we get there? You have
Oh,
to
I
give
saw this
Chris
one.
the-
I remember this.
Oh, this is Rocker Daddy 420.
Yeah, he's worked on it some since we've been here. I like the lapis. I'll just
It's
bust down all
very,
those windows.
It's got a very Frank Lloyd Wright feel to it.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
modern.
Nice architecture.
I like the fountain over here. It's nice.
I don't know about the drainage.
Yeah, there's no overhang here, so. Oh, look, there's a desert temple here. There's not anything in it. Rue's chewing a bone right now too, so you may hear some chewing and slurping.
This
All
is
right,
not
so-
a house. This is just to mark the position of Sirius in the sky.
Chrissy, you understand how to navigate with these coordinates, right?
Vaguely, yes.
So Death on a motorbike, he has asked you to look at his house at -1004, -189.
Is he at his house? I might be able to just teleport to him.
North of spawn, he says. I don't know if he is or not. He's in the Twitch chat.
What's his username?
Death on a motorbike. Oh, look at that.
Oh. I like the
Oh.
big porch. That's nice.
Oh, it's right on the water though.
Yeah.
That's gonna eat away the foundation.
Listen, global warming's not real. It's fine. It'll just flood and
And I'd say you're going to look for some salt buildup on these nice windows. You're going to spend a lot of time on those, but they are quite nice.
look at the little table. Very nice. It's like a little living space.
At this point, he leans in and says, Don't worry, we used volcanic ash in the concrete, so it's never gonna deteriorate.
I like that he used like the really light wood because it feels very beachy. Feels intentional. Oh, I can't open their stuff. I forget.
Not seeing any drawers though, Crystal.
Yeah, it's true. Oh, look, they've got some barrels up here. That's good use of those. I really like the barrels. It's on a floating foundation. Don't worry.
Now I'm gonna have to give this my same criticism as last time. What is the purpose of this upstairs here? There's no objects in it.
Oh, I like these. Hardly anyone uses these, but I think they look great. That's a recent thing that they added in the patches. They're kind of
The
expensive for what they are.
You talking about the
First-
hanging lanterns?
Yeah.
The first floor is a farm. That seems practical.
Yeah.
Now, will the plants grow if they have side sunlight? Do they not need top sunlight?
Yeah, I think as long as there's like the light level is high enough. So you either have windows or enough torches, I think that it will still grow.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is a solid effort. I will say, if you want to contend with the heavy hitters, I would start taking that underwater immediately.
Oh yeah, an underwater layer. That would
Yeah.
be pretty cool.
It looks really good so far though. Good effort. I like it.
A secret underwater layer. That would be pretty awesome. Wait, he's only got one little decorative thing for the roof. That'll need more.
Do I have a way?
I like the overhang too, though. Like,
Yeah.
If you're buying a house, the more overhang it has, the less problems you will have with water ever in the lifetime of that house.
Oh, there's a water temple over here too.
There's not a set number of prizes. We have not given that any thought at all at this point. But yeah, I would say there'd be more than one.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, we are long overdue for a hardware purge because there's just not enough room. And we've got a lot of room, and even I'm getting kind of claustrophobic.
I actually do not know how to get to back to spawn from here. I'm considering just killing myself, but I'll lose some of the stuff in my survival inventory. I don't have anything that important, but
Is spawn a set coordinate like 0, 0?
that's fine. And I'm back. Listen, it's just quicker to do this. Alright, let's head back this way. I know this is roughly the direction of spawn, I think.
Have you come across a house with a cheesecake?
I think these roads they've been accented, right? They're different.
Yeah, they've got the stone around them now. He actually he went around and put stone along mine as well, which was nice.
Was there a little way station back there?
I think that is a nether portal. I haven't been back to the nether for a while. We should see what's going on there.
Oh, you said who's doing
The neighbor who's
power-
got the slave labor with all of the villagers.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember how to get back to spawn from here. Pilgrim's Path. I'll stay on the main road. Oh, to spawn that way.
This is going to be what it's like navigating after the breakdown of society.
So
Just,
like February 2021.
just weird signs that you can't make out everything, and you're just going on a hunch, and they name stuff, like weird names.
Oh. I feel like this has changed since last time I've taken this road, but... Oh. Whose house is this? This looks promising. I like the contrast in the materials so far, but...
Now, okay, here's an interesting question. Why is it that some people put the nether portal away from their house, and some people put it right inside their house?
So sometimes mobs will walk through the nether portal, which would maybe point to it being a better idea to keep it away from your house, but if you're looking to just farm those mobs, then it's probably fine to keep it in your house. Oh. Oh, I teleported to a weird place. I think I might have messed that up. Yeah.
Well, wait. Go to. Oh,
I went up into someone's mine. Oh no.
oh, are you at spawn, but at like sea level, maybe?
Yeah, maybe. I tried just 0, 0.
It's at negative 100, negative 100.
Oh. It's fine. It's fine.
Oops.
I wonder because see that last value is 0.5. I think you're feeding it
Something wrong,
incorrect.
yeah.
Whatever
Normally
the
I
third
just
argument
TP to
is.
players. Is anyone near spawn? I'm gonna just keep messing this up.
I think they're just trolling you.
No, here we go. Yeah, we're at spawn. Hey, here's the spawn area. There's sprouts. Oh, there's another map board here. This one's updated. This one looks much more comprehensive. Nice.
What is that giant structure to the right there
Which one?
on the map?
This one over here?
Oh, is that just a missing piece?
Yeah, some of them, like this one's a missing piece. So you have to make a Minecraft map and then draw it out in the right area, and then you have to apply it to the item board.
Oh.
Public enchanter. There's a lot of public works goods.
Galinda gives a tier 1 sub to Zero Skills. Thanks, Galinda. Oh, and Seneth Defs. Job with Twitch Prime. Thank you both.
And B-Boy Nitrous.
Thank
Maybe
you.
why not?
Oh, a forge. That's nice.
How many hours went into getting these blocks? It's
A lot.
Krista, can you even estimate the sprouts effort?
So Sprouts, he's using stone brick, which you have to get cobblestone, smelt it, and then arrange it in like a grid of 4 to make it. And the smelting time is a non-trivial amount of time. So that is impressive. Look at this. Look at all these like little public works. That's great. Some bees around here.
What is this?
Community bees, so you can use this to harvest honey. And then you put campfires underneath it so the bees stay like calm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, Galinda got to 700.
Oh, thanks, Galinda.
Oh.
You might,
That
Galinda, you
seems
might have
like a
to,
lot.
you might have to hold that round number for the rest of the year.
I like too that people have put flowers and stuff around here so it feels more like a natural landscape. This is looking cool. This is updated quite a bit since last time we came through here. I like this. It's a nice detail. Looking cool in here.
I gotta think that mosquitoes are gonna be an issue in this place.
Oh, but it's beautiful.
Maybe that's what the smoke from the fire is for, to keep the insects.
It looks like they're still working on adding furniture and stuff on the inside, but the outside looks great.
But I like how they have a plan for that top area.
Yeah.
And they've opened it up in the one spot. This is, in terms of materials and stuff, not that great. But architecturally, I think this one stands out.
It does, yeah, I like this.
Oh, and is that a Picard skin that he's got there?
Yeah, I don't think this is his house. It says Plexindu.
No, isn't it Sprouts that's doing the...
He's doing that, but that wasn't Sprouts, this is someone else.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
Huh.
a lot of people like that. It's weird. A lot of people are into that.
Yeah, that's a solid effort. I like that. Nice little covered bridge here. I think we saw this was the mob spawner, I think. Oh, and this has been updated. New bridge. Do you like how they've done this? They've got the divider in the road.
They've widened this as well, right?
Yeah, it looks like it.
And put a dividing line in the middle of it.
Oh, I can't actually open his thing. Alarm/lockdown. This is a survival bunker. Oh. I feel like I need a demonstration of this. I'm kind of afraid to mess with the,
Are those guys in boats?
Yeah, yeah. This is how you move the villagers. So, like, you can't just, entice them to come to your house. You have to, put them in a boat and force them across the world.
How do
Yeah,
you
look.
move a boat?
See how he's doing it?
That's incredibly slow.
It is, but if you want villagers to do your bidding, that's how you do it. Sounds an awful lot like kidnapping. That's because it is.
I think that's human trafficking.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Are those things human?
Technically, they're just called villagers. Oh, something's happening here. Oh, it's a farm. So this is a sugarcane farm. And whenever that sugarcane finally grows up tall enough, it immediately gets pushed off and then down the stream into the chest. That's cool. I'm always
What do
impressed
you-
by these kind of contraptions.
What will that amount of sugarcane get you?
Lots and lots of sugar or paper. He might be farming paper.
This is a very... Oh, didn't we see that sculpture somewhere else?
This stuff, this is a... I don't even know how to pronounce it. Chorus fruit? Chorus fruit? I'm not sure. This is an impressive farm.
Does the chorus fruit just grow like that or something?
Yeah, it does. It's this is something in the end. I don't spend a lot of time in the end because there's a dragon there. But this is something that was added recently, so I'm not actually sure how good it is. I assume it's probably pretty good because it's like end game kind of stuff. Okay, I see where we are now. Oh, look, the White House is up here. Let's check that out.
What was that giant gated thing that you just... Is this a prison?
Yeah, I'm not sure what this is. It looks like the beginnings of a prison. Oh, they've stolen some bees here.
How do you steal a bee?
I'm not sure. I think you can put them on a lead, but I'm not sure. Most people just use their hives. There's a campfire here. Looks like this has been updated a little bit. Also, Rue is so gassy right now. So many
Is her-
toots.
Is her diet any different?
No,
today, or-
I gave her... So, because I knew she was going to go to the groomer today, I got her Christmas present early while we were at PetSmart. And I got her one of those, like, stuffed bones. It's got peanut butter in the middle of it. And she's just been going to town on that for hours now. And she's becoming steadily more gassy. Look, they've incorporated some feedback here and put a bridge in. It looks good.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah, you said they needed a better bridge.
Yeah.
It looks like it's, not the biggest effort, but I like that they're, listen to what you said.
Yeah. Yeah, this has been changed some too. Looking good.
And I'm thinking that structurally, that bridge doesn't seem very sound. I mean, it's made of stone, but it doesn't have any supports under it.
It would look good with some supports. This may be, especially because it's still cobble, this may be something that is like a temporary structure too. A lot of times I'll use dirt or cobble as temporary just so I can get the shape worked out.
Also, why is the safety rail like 6 inches away from the actual path? You're going to get your ankle down in there,
Oh no!
and that's going to be a disaster.
There were some rope bridges near my house, and that stuff like that would occasionally happen to me because, like, you would step and it would be like, "Oh, look, the board moved. Oh, my foot's stuck."
Yeah. Or you ever have where a railroad crosses a bridge?
Oh yeah.
It's like, I'm gonna step on this piece of wood that's not rotten. Oh no.
Well, there were some complaints the other day about this house because I think they had like hundreds of cows underneath it and it was slowing everyone's frame rate down. It definitely
Oh.
feels a little weird. It looks cool in here though. Hey, look,
Yeah,
they've got
the
all the
animal
music
hoarding.
discs.
The animal hoarding is a serious problem on this server.
This house wins the award for stinkiest house because it has the most animals in the basement.
They're using the methane as kind of like geothermal.
Can you dye leather like this? I've never seen that stripe before. It looks good.
Oh,
Oh, look, they've got a bench so you can look out over the desert. It's beautiful.
so I like that. You know, you said they had an illegal cow farm, and everything in here is leather.
Hmm. Oh, there's a skeleton horse out here too.
For some reason, that triggered like somebody has genetically modified a cow to produce leather, like a spider produces silk. So there's just like a cow strung up in the basement that's like, "Wah!" Somebody's just slowly peeling the leather
But
off the cow as it regrows.
oh, okay, so it's not coming out of an orifice like a spider. It has to be removed painfully.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, I imagine it's painful for the spider too, but
So I think it hurts spiders to spin webs.
no, they remove it forcibly. Like there's a little, they hook it up to a thing and then they literally pull it out with a spool.
This is cool how they've sorted their stuff. So you know what's in each chest. They've put an item frame on it. That's probably another reason they needed all the leather, because item frames require leather.
You're talking about when they harvest spider silk by humans. Okay, see, I was just thinking like spiders just spinning webs in absolute pain.
Yeah, yeah.
So what do you think, Chris? I mean, this it's a strong theme to go with all the leather. It's very you know, blue-blooded like luxury, that place.
Yeah, I like this quite a bit. It's still definitely on the contender list, I think. It's only getting better the more I look at it.
There's a lot of attention to detail.
Yeah. He's got an elytra. He's flying around with the elytra. Oh, look, check this out too. This wasn't here last time. It's a little maze.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, that's pretty. I dig it.
Now, do you feel like because of the efforts that we've seen to be a contender, are you going to have some extra structures like this?
Not necessarily, but I think this kind of thing where it's like, especially if you're going with a themed house like this, and it's like, what do they have in fancy places? And, you know, like a rose garden is something you'd have. And so, like, that shows an attention to detail, which I think is nice. A thematic attention to detail. Is this your house? I think this is yours. Oh no, Mr. Doofus. I think he's still mining materials, looks like. Actually, let's check out. Let's make sure. Oh, he's got a little piney farm. Oh yeah, this is just a mine. Cyberchunk 2020. Rip that on PlayStation. There's so many skeleton horses. They're pretty rare usually.
Everybody seems to have at least one.
This is a nice little watchtower. I think this is part of the prison complex that's still being built.
I'm curious what that is. I mean, the Minecraft world, do they need a prison? I mean, they have monsters.
The real monsters are the players on the server.
Yeah, whoever killed that llama trader person just.
This is what the wandering trader looks like. Hopefully I can spawn him here. He drinks random potions, and so right now he's invisible. So that's the thing that you can do. He usually has llamas with him. This is looking good. Oh, look, they've changed this. They've changed this.
Oh, it's not a garage anymore.
Yeah, look. Oh, they've expanded it. They've changed it. Oh, wait, no.
What's
Is it a garage? It's still a garage. No, look.
Oh, there's a car.
There's a car inside. Yeah, it's a race car.
It's an F1.
Look.
Which is a weird thing to have in your garage at home.
Oh, look. He named the cat Toast after your cat.
Is the cat on fire?
Oh, he's got a torch behind him.
Oh, okay.
He's got to get 2 cats. So you have Crouton in there too. This is looking good. It's been some nice updates since last time. There's some nice furniture in here. There's a single bee. It's a bedroom. Nice, nice.
The bee seems like a status symbol.
I think honey's good for some different stuff. I haven't really used them much before. A shower. You see what they did there? It's a bathroom. Where's the shitter? Is this the shitter? This is the shitter.
Oh, it's just a piece of sand.
It's a sandstone stair.
I'm surprised they don't have toilets in this game.
They should. There is a mod that adds that called, I think it's McCrayfish Furniture Mod. Always a nice one. I don't think you can get it without mod packs now, though, like a whole pack of other stuff. Oh,
Or, you know,
I see what they've done
this
here.
they're primitive people in some instances, so why not just a whole block? Is there a block that's just a hole?
Now, what I've seen for toilets in the past, hang on, I'll show you. I'll go outside his house so I can. So you get a water bucket, or you get a cauldron and a trap door, and you do it like this. And then that's your toilet.
Well, where do your legs go?
You just sit flat on the ground with your butt touching
squat?
the water. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess you could squat on that.
Yeah.
It's a squatty potty.
Okay, I think, have I seen all these? Oh, this is, you didn't like the pool, but like they put some fountains in here. This looks good.
All right. Well, they gave you a place where you can actually swim in the sun. So that's
Yeah.
an improvement for
Yeah.
sure.
I like where this is going. It's only getting better.
Now here, well, could you go back under there? Take a quick look at those. I would turn the part under the structure. I would turn this into the grotto, like the Playboy grotto, and that's where your guests can go to have a little privacy. You know.
All right,
You're
like
really-
put, what would
really
you
disgusting,
add?
dude.
Like leaves, vines, or
Now you're gonna wall it in and put some like nice lighting under the water in there. That's what I would do.
right? Maybe like some glowstone, some sea lanterns.
I don't know how you would accomplish it, but you know, I'm that's my vision. You want to be able to see what's going on, but not enough that the fantasy that you know this girl isn't 46 and has what's the clay colored stool, hepatitis.
Was it Hepe? Remember when that was the disease everyone was worried about? We had an outbreak of Hepe in our town.
Again, my mind just went to a weird place. It was like, oh no, you need the hepatitis A clay-colored stool in order to build this kind of block in Minecraft.
You have to make the ultimate sacrifice for your crafting materials. You know, I could totally see some ancient Chinese dynasty doing some shit like that, you know, just because it's rare. I mean, it was the Chinese courts that painted their teeth black, right? Like, how the fuck did that get started?
Somebody was trolling somebody else. And they just rolled with it.
They did that for a while.
Kind of like, you know, Gamers Nexus did that video on making sure that your radiator is always tubes down. But if you do that, it's hard to get like your video card and stuff in and out because the tubes are at the bottom. And it's just like, oh, that's like the ultimate troll. I mean, it is actually better, but it's also the ultimate troll because it's like, oh, tubes go down, and it's like, yeah, but now it's a pain in the ass to put stuff in and out of my computer.
Oh, check that out. They put like an elevator so you don't have to use the stairs. The infinity pool. This is an inn.
Nice.
Oh. I like to see this go further. I like where it's going though. I like the infinity pool. That's neat.
I'd like to see some more structural integrity to that infinity pool. I mean, if there's just even a little bit of an earthquake,
This thing goes
That's gonna be-
down.
that's a big problem.
Oh, look at all the sheeps. Oh, we saw this last time. This was the start of a sheep farm.
The truck stop I'm parked at has good enough Wi-Fi that I can watch the stream and play Minecraft. What situation are you in, Dr. Nick, that you are playing Minecraft in a truck stop? Are you another trucker of the stream? I thought you were a medical professional.
Ooh, look at this. This has been updated quite a bit.
It makes sense to me that we're popular with truckers. I feel like we're connected to truckers because we share the same existential dread.
And we're from, poor stock.
Look at this. They put a single salmon in here so it feels like this. And they've also fixed it so it's even. The pond is symmetrical and they've got like this nice little awning over here. This is a big improvement. Oh, very
Dual
nice.
monitor set up in the sleeper. Now,
Nice.
do you just burn fuel all night, Dr. Nick, or do you have some sort of battery?
Maybe as a buddy heater. Oh, look at that. That's a cute table idea. This is still being furnished, but I like the complexity of the roof and the materials they used. Gotta do that overhang, though.
Yes,
Oh, this is the flat one.
Yeah,
Look, they
but like, look,
improved it,
yeah,
but
it's been improved a lot. It looks really good.
But that roof is still weird.
It's got one block of overhang. It needs more.
You know, I was sitting here thinking, like, how does this still look dimensional but still kind of flat? They used fence posts. That's smart. It's clever. Clever use of a material. I like that. What's happening back here? There's a nice big fireplace. No risk of carbon monoxide. That's a big improvement. Looking good. This is the big upside down Christmas tree. Big mat board. I suspect that there may also be some animal abuse happening around here because I'm noticing my frames are dipping a little bit. That might be the redstone too, I'm not sure. But this is looking a lot better too. Like they've added some vines, more flowers. Looks like there's I think this was here before, but it looks like this has been... When you have so many diamonds, you can just flaunt in your road. This is looking good. Big improvement.
I want to be a cyber trucker too. I guess the trucking industry is, I don't know. I mean, the shipping of Amazon and stuff is high, but if all the other retail is falling apart, are they up or down? Dr. Nick, or Big Trucker, if he is here. Did Krista say anal abuse? I didn't hear that. Did you say that?
No, I said animal abuse.
Oh.
This is another Max 1220 creation. It's cute.
Now, which one was? Why would I remember Max 1220? I
He
remember
had the
name, but I
tiny
don't-
houses.
Oh, okay. He was the very efficient miner.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's sticking to his guns here. A lot of tight spaces.
Tiny little bedroom over here.
Oh, look! Wow, this is another room where if you wake up rapidly, you're gonna hurt yourself.
It's a cool build though. I'm digging it. I think we saw him working on this last time. It's made a lot of progress. I think we've been over here. Look at this.
The tree has not changed much, has it?
No, it's got more gardening stuff around the edges. That was what I was about a second ago. With all the flowers and vines and extra leaves. This is new. I don't think I've seen this before. This looks like a attempt at a natural structure, which looks cool. Oh, look.
But this just looks like a tree.
I like it though, because it's like a really big tree. How do you get
Do you
in
think
here?
they built this tree?
Yeah, they absolutely did. You can't grow trees this tall. By default, Minecraft. So
That's a
this
lot
was
of
all
wood there.
built. Very organic. Cool use. What else is up here? Sorry, Rue's really going to town.
We're
Rue down.
farting or eating?
Eating. I don't know. Maybe you guys can't hear it. Maybe my mic's not picking it up, but she's just chewing away.
Maybe just a little tiny bit, but it's not. I mean, it's not annoying or anything. How long does one of those bones last her?
Pretty long. she'll chew on it for a while. Like the actual bone part will last her a long time. She'll get most of the peanut butter out this weekend, I'd say. It's like a femur bone. Oh, look at that. Oh, you should put a bell in here. If you can get one from a village. That would look cool. Oh, this is another train station.
Oh wait, was Max the guy who built the train?
Yeah, yeah. This is kind of his area, I think. Yeah, built by Max.
Oh, I remember now. He had like a sprawling compound.
He's just got lots of like little builds, which I quite like. I like all of his builds so far. They all look really good.
Glinda gifted another gift sub. Is that more than 700? Did you ruin your
701
Oh,
to epileptic fish. Thanks, Galinda.
ruse using chemical warfare?
she's a stinky pup. Actually, she smells really good right now. We just took her to be groomed.
What
Oh.
scent does she come back with? Is it like a fruit scent or?
Yeah, it's kind of like a fruity sort of smell. And her nails were kind of long. Ooh. Which I knew, and so I was like, oh, you know, can we make sure we get them, you know, clipped and ground down? But I think that she has messed up one of her dew claws, so I'm probably gonna have to take her to the vet to get that fixed. Not great.
My cats just have straight razor blades. I've never trimmed them. They constantly hit those little claw toys and sharpen them up. It's brutal. I got a big slice on my arm right now.
Oh. With cats, do they have like issues with their nails at all? Like Rue, we try to get hers clipped pretty often, but it's been hard with all the, you know, the pandemic stuff. Like you have to make appointments way ahead of time.
Like, what kind of issues do you mean? I don't.
Well, like with Rue, she just has that one messed up nail that's like partially split, and they're like, "Oh, you'll probably need to go to the vet to get that fixed."
I'm sure they, some of them do, but mine. I mean, the cat's nails as they claw stuff will actually like flake off, and you'll find them around the house. So they do wear them down, but
wow,
they're razor sharp.
This is kind of cool. So it's like, you know, you're walking through the desert, and there's like a little oasis over here. Super glue the nail. I read that online, but I'm kind of afraid to mess with it. She doesn't seem like she's in pain at all. She's just licking it a little bit. And they said that like when they were messing with it, like to clip the rest of her nails, she was fine. So I emailed her vet, and we'll see what they say. But
I was going to introduce my 9-year-old daughter to this server, but I didn't want her to play constantly I'm a bad dad. You might have made the right choice there, because I don't know if children should be subjected to this server.
so far I haven't seen anything too terrible, but I'm sure, you know, that can
I'm
still
sure it's
happen.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, there could be stuff on the chat, and certainly she shouldn't be watching this stream.
I want to see Zero Skills. Oh, what's up here? Oh, it's just trees. It's just trees.
Did any of you read Neuromancer or William Gibson's works? That sounds familiar, but I can't place the story if I have. Isn't that one of the early cyberpunk guys?
Yeah.
Might have read that. I don't remember.
This one's in progress. Looking good so far. All these people moved out here to be away. Or Zero Skills moved out here. I think this is the direction his house is.
Oh, we got to see a follow-up and see if the fishing shanty has been changed.
Yeah, so I was headed out that way. There was a road underneath. I think, if I remember right.
Yeah,
here it is.
speaking of Neuromancer, it makes me think of Necromancer, which I started watching Raised by Wolves. I think the first episode of Raised by Wolves is one of the worst television shows I've ever seen in my life.
It gets better, but it takes a while.
I was so angry at the end because I was like, all right, here we go. We're going to get rid of these. We're going to get rid of these androids who I hate more than anything, and not like fun to hate Cersei Lannister. I just don't want them to be in front of me. And
Not fun to hate like Cersei.
we're gonna start this fun, like, weird religious. This guy's the Messiah, but he's the only atheist, and it's gonna be a good story. And then it was like, nope, we're bringing back the girl with short hair who you hate more than anything in the world, and you're gonna watch her forever.
Yeah, it doesn't get any better. The android acting, I think, like in the beginning, it was like, ugh, this is terrible, and then it was like, okay, well, I have to finish this. But the android acting that way, like, it kind of, I think the director had something in mind when he was having them do that. It gets better, but he's doing that on purpose.
Well, it's got to be something because the androids are completely inconsistent. Sometimes they're soulless robots, and the other times they are completely just like, emotional human responses.
Ultimately, that's on purpose. But yeah, I had the same thought. I was like, this doesn't make any sense. And then by the end, I was like, oh, okay, I kind of get where they're going with this. They're not doing it well, but I get where they're going.
I'm probably gonna go in for number 3. I watched 2, and I didn't feel like that got much better. I'm gonna go for 3 and see if they can hold on to me.
It ends on a cliffhanger.
Oh.
And it was not an impressive cliffhanger.
This is a hobbit hole. So I was impressed because all of these trees with like the big 4 wide trunks, these are all custom made. So that's really cool. And they look amazing. But then you come down here and there's a hobbit hole. I love it.
There's some hobbits in this house.
Yeah. I'm digging it. Oh my gosh. Look at the little kitchen.
Everything seems very small, but it's not. It's all just one block, I guess.
Wow.
They did a good job of making it seem small.
Yeah, and it's got a little fire next to the bedroom. That's so cute. Oh, what does this do?
I think someone has very successfully played the, appeal to the judge card here.
It had, yeah.
I wasn't even this excited about the Star Trek
It's
stuff.
bait, but it's effective bait. Oh, look at their storage room. I really like how they've used the materials. Like, see how it looks like, what's that chair rail? That's clever. That's really clever. I'll be watching this one with great interest.
Whose is this? Oh, this is Sausage Toes?
This is Sausage Toes, I think, yeah.
Oh, it's a strong effort from Sausage Toes. Now this makes me even more confident that this is total pandering.
Oh, it is absolutely pandering, but I mean, I don't know. It's pretty effective pandering because look how cute it is. Like, and you can open the windows.
It
All right,
just occurred to me that like what we're doing here would be an amazing intelligence/counterintelligence operation. Like if you needed to figure out the identity of a bunch of people online, just run a contest like this, have them all win prizes, and send their names and addresses.
It doesn't have anything to do with hobbits. You're just like, that's coming out of nowhere. It makes it seem even more suspicious. So, Krista,
Look at they've done a bunch of, or is this custom trees? Maybe these aren't custom trees. Maybe this is a new biome I just haven't seen before.
you need to give Sausage Toes at least one tip. I think maybe 2 would be good. On how would you put the cherry on this hobbit thing?
So this is embarrassing, but I've been here. There is a Minecraft server where someone did a roughly scale version of Middle Earth in the Third Age. And you can go check it out. And one of the things that I loved when you're in the Shire is they built the big mill that Tolkien talks about in the book. And the other thing that they did that was like one of those stupid attentions to detail is that they covered the whole valley that the mill was in those blue, I think they're called, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right, lobelia flowers. And that is the name of the miller's mom in the book. And it was like, wow, that is a level of detail that no one would know about unless you've read the book. And that's how you know that that's a labor of love. Something like that, like a secondary structure, like a mill, more I almost said flowers or plants, I think would also be good. I like how you've used the podzol, though. That looks good. Because hobbits are known to be gardeners. So you got a little bit of a garden here, but But yeah, more potted plants and stuff I think would do a lot.
So basically, more plants, an entire mill, and terraform everything so it's blue flowers. That's the only things that you need here, right?
Well, I was just referencing something in the book that was like a little detail like that would push it over the edge. So it doesn't have to be like that. But if you've read Understanding Hobbits, if you can find a detail like that to incorporate into the build, that would make it even better.
Miam has a great point here. You need lore-based Easter eggs, but not so subtle they'd be overlooked.
Yeah.
Although, how the hell did you know that flower thing? Did you fish that out yourself, or did they point it out?
No, I knew that. Because it's kind of a plot point. Like, Lovilia's kind of a bitch in the book. And Bilbo hates her. And everyone really dislikes Ted Sandyman, too.
So
His character was completely erased from the movie.
Minecraft made that item with that character in mind, we assume, right?
No. No, because the flowers aren't called that. The flowers are called blue orchids.
Oh, okay. So this is just similar. Now, how do you know what those flowers look like in Middle Earth?
I think they're described. Almost all the hobbits are named after flowers. But if you know the lore of like Ted Sandyman's mom is this, and everyone disliked her, and here's his mill, and it's covered in a valley of these flowers that his mother is named after. Like that makes sense.
Krista, don't insult me by talking to me as if I don't know who Ted Sandyman's mom is, all right?
Yeah.
That's one thing.
Right.
So does this Minecraft block represent the warp field containment unit, or is this, some sort of EPS conduit, or it's that same kind of? The lore is wide and deep, unless you're watching the new Star Trek, in which case it's vapid, and lightweight.
Have you been watching the new series? Is it on CBS?
Yeah, I'm only about 5 episodes, 4 or 5. I think the last episode is tonight or today or something. I don't.
I downloaded the first couple of Discovery because I was kind of getting desperate for stuff. That's why I went for Raised by Wolves. But I don't know. I just couldn't bring myself to start it.
Yeah, you didn't miss anything.
It's pretty highly rated among the common folk.
Seaside Shanty is still. It's been extended a little bit.
Look, the bed is covered now.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like that. That's sort of beautiful simplicity. If you live in Hawaii, this is all you really need because it's never really super insane.
What about all the hurricanes and stuff? Like rainy season.
Even a little bit of wind is going to defeat that overhang. That's the problem.
Free fishing loots. Oh, we got some saddles. I won't take those. It looks like this has been... Some trees have been added here.
Was that filled in because there's underwater plants or underwater trees or whatever?
No, that's part of the ocean update that happened like a year ago. There's now stuff down in the ocean, including like seagrass and the kelp. They also added things like dolphins. I'm gonna go through this portal just to see what happens.
Generic Canadian says Parkitect multiplayer is out. So, Generic Canadian, can you answer the burning question of how that works? Is it everybody on the same park, or is it competing parks?
Oh yeah, I haven't played it yet. I keep
Alright,
meaning
good
to
for it.
look that up and then I forget. Oh.
Momoinks, we need 3 arguments for the teleport, right? What's your third argument? Is that the Z level? Am I understanding that correctly?
Wait, what?
He's given coordinates, but he's only given 2. He's got negative 114.7 and 16.5.
I think I need a third coordinate to be able to teleport.
Right, that's what I'm asking.
Yeah.
Is that the Z level? Is that how that works?
I think. Oh look, these people have villager slaves as well. This guy's a fisherman.
Couldn't you just feed a high Z level and just spawn way up high? Wouldn't that be?
I don't think... Have we seen this one? I think this one's new. Got an ender dragon head. That's expensive. They got an elevator here. I'll go check that house out. Oh no!
What?
This... He's enslaved the
Oh,
villagers.
there's cages.
Yeah.
Oh. Wow, they really don't have much room at all, do they?
They're just pooping all over themselves here. Oh. Oh. He's farming them. He's forcing these guys to mate. And then they produce a
Oh.
baby.
Wow.
Wow.
So what happens here? The baby floats in the water and what?
I think eventually... It looks like he's got a fence post under there, so I guess you break the fence post and it goes somewhere? I'm not sure.
Well, this is a new level of dark. We thought the cow farms were bad.
This is literally human farming.
Now, why would you do this? What do you get out of having these villagers?
You can trade with them, and depending on what objects they're near, they will give you certain items. So, like, he's got this one next to a lectern, so he'll probably sell, like, paper and quills and that kind of thing.
This is,
That's
he's
something.
breeding merchants?
Yeah.
Where do they get their wares?
Don't question it. They're just born with them. All right, what were the coordinates?
Okay, we got another set here. Negative 96.528. 68.0000. Why those are
I'm not going to
unnecessary
bother with all
zeros.
that. What is it, just
And the
104?
104.997.
Okay, all right. Oh, look, what's this thing up in the... There's... I don't know where I am. Oh, wait. No, I don't know where I am.
I think this is his. Yeah, there he is. That's Momoinks.
I'm not sure, like, where the house... This looks like this might be, like, part of a mining colony. Okay, I see what they're doing here. Oh, wow, this goes underground. How do I get to that, though?
Yeah, that seems elaborate.
Yeah, I'm not sure how to get to that. I think this is still being worked on. Looks like it's still in progress in some parts. All right. Oh. Is
This
this,
is kind of a claustrophobic underwater base.
yeah. I'm interested to see where it goes, but it's still feeling like kind of chaotic right now.
The ocean's just right there,
Yeah.
freaking you out. How
Whoa.
does ethics affect the rating of a build?
How does what?
Well, you know, I mean, the slavery
It's not a good look. But I
Although
also
it does-
understand doing it
does get things done.
because I may have transported some villagers from villages in this game before.
All right, Krista, since Momoinks is here and we know he's listening, why don't you drop a couple of hot tips on how you would improve the aesthetics of this base here?
I like where you're going with this. Like, I like the idea of, like, oh, you can see down into the base when you're going through it. Right now, it feels a little claustrophobic, but I think with some time and some more materials farming, it will look a lot better. It'd be cool to see some more, like, greenery, because you'll have access to the sunlight, and the light level's high enough down there that you could put, like, a full farm, which would be cool, too. But I like the sandstone as well. Sandstone's a really nice material that I don't see a lot of people building with very often. I like this as well. Like the big balcony up here.
Yep, yeah, that's nice.
See how they've done this too? They've got the fancy sandstone with the creeper face.
Is that expensive?
Marginally. It's not terrible. Write that down. Write that down. Oh, wait, is the White House over here? Where are we? Oh yeah, we are by the White House. Okay, I know where we are now.
It's interesting to see that we have either we overlooked these last time or there are several new contenders.
I think there are some new contenders. I didn't see this last time. Like I said, I kind of like the slightly more minimal aesthetic, but then there's like what lies beneath down here. Underwater stuff, it's always cool, no matter what. Did I look at this before? I don't remember seeing this last time, or this little stone building. I wanted to look at horse noodles as well, I think. Oh, this is another portal. Ooh, check this out.
Oh wow, that is unnecessarily elaborate.
Yeah, for a single nether portal. I mean, it looks
Are
cool.
the steps
Oh, there's a
uniform,
second
or are
one.
they just kind of all over the place? I kind of like that they're all over the place.
Yeah, I think. Well, and look, see, look, they've done support columns here.
That's important.
I think there's a method to the madness where there's always like this light gray in the middle.
But they're a little jagged, right?
Yeah, yeah, it's not like a full stair. It's like a half slab.
But I think it's might be predictably jagged. I
Yeah.
don't know. I can't tell. I like it. I think that's nice. Very mystical. What was on the top?
Just another nether portal. So I'm not sure if this is someone's house or if this is just like essentially a train station or.
Seems like a lot of trouble to walk all the way up here when there's a portal right down there.
It's like a mine underneath it. I just started this week. It looks good so far. You picked a good spot. I like spots along rivers. Someone else's house down here. This is like a little tiny river house. Someone has started.
Oh, is it just floating?
Yeah, it was just floating under the water.
Here we go. We got a little rail station here.
Is this a rail station or is this someone's house? I think this might be someone's house. Doesn't look like they've done anything with the interior yet, but the outside looks nice. Oh. Oh, you can actually come out here. Alright. They've got a little fireplace up on the top as well.
Now, this is a very traditional roof.
It is very traditional. My one thing, I like the exterior of this, but I'd probably vary up the materials a little bit. Or maybe put some flower boxes out here, something like that. Just so it's not all monotone.
If you see this house on Zillow, are you even clicking on it?
Considering it's not got a giant gaping garage in the front, yeah, I'd probably consider it. I don't know what it is, but I just can't stand it when I look at a house and like the first thing you see and the only thing you see is garage. I'm fine if it has a garage, and even if the garage is in the front, but I don't know what it is right now with like the style where it sticks out so far, you can't even see the front door. It makes no sense to me.
Oh yeah, they like to have that little like. I think maybe that gives you a little bit of privacy for your front door in one direction.
I guess, but like when you have guests over, they're gonna come in the front door. They're not gonna come in the garage. So it's like, why would you do that?
Well, I mean, the way my house is situated, everybody always comes in the garage. There's no reason to ever use the front door because the parking is in front of the side door.
Oh, look at this. A little table in here. Oh, no, 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 no. I almost let their cow out.
Oh, you've let an animal in. Oh, it was already.
It was already in there. Yeah, they may have captured it here, and I didn't want to lose it. Oh, they've got chickens on the roof, as you do. Oh, those are their eggs. Here, I'll put their eggs in. Oh,
You've stolen it.
yeah, I didn't mean to.
Roof chickens seems like a good idea, but they could, like get a little flappy and come off of there, I would think.
Not with the fence post around it.
Now, do you think those chickens ever have any sort of break from the elements? They seem pretty exposed up there on the roof.
No, they're just constantly getting covered. And like, think of the chicken poop just flying off the roof here.
And just baking under 12 hours of hard sun.
Yeah, we are right on the edge of the desert. It looks like they're slowly expanding their homestead, though. I think this could be cute eventually. I think it's still early in the. Oh wow.
Where's Wendell's house? I think the big advantage of this format is that Wendell doesn't have to play Minecraft.
Yay!
Look, someone built. Look, this is all wheat fields. That's incredible.
Why would you spend your time doing this?
I mean, it looks cool, but
Is it?
yeah, like if you built like a little farmhouse in the middle of that, it would look cool. But maybe that's their plan eventually. Also, you don't have to worry about food this way.
But I mean, it's it's an accomplishment. I just don't understand the purpose of it. What would you ever use that material on?
You know,
Maybe
I
they're looking
don't
at
know.
building a. Maybe they can build a cereal empire.
Love to see Wendell build.
Creeper puffs. That would be the cereal. I'm sure there's been a Minecraft cereal, right?
Almost certainly. Oh, it's just a mine, I think. Yeah. Let's see some trailer parks. Oh, someone said that they were working on a winter biome. Oh. Time's changing. This little well out here in the desert. I don't remember how to get to the winter biome. I might be able to find it if I get to another network.
Kellogg's dropped a Minecraft cereal. Oh, they dropped it today.
Like like a new album.
Was it corn or oat? Oh, somebody linked to it. Kellogg Minecraft cereal family size. $3.79. That's a reasonable box of cereal for a family size. I can not get this shipped to my store. I can pick it up.
Oh, wow, there's like a tower up here. I didn't even see it. This is literally right outside my house. Wow, look at all these.
Creeper Crunch, cinnamon flavored cereal with marshmallows.
Mmm.
Cinnamon flavored multi-grain. Okay, so it's more oat than corn. Green square shaped creeper bit marshmallows. 12 grams of whole grain.
This is like
Mobs are,
Watchtower.
Krista, mobs are friendlier after some tasty treats.
Oh. This makes me want marshmallow cereal. That looks really cool. It's a nice looking tower. Oh, they've got stairs coming up here too. It's like a whole little village they're building, like a winter village. Look, it's a hot spring. It's a grotto.
Is this something that naturally occurs?
So what you do is you put campfires underneath, and then the smoke comes up and it makes it look like the water's steaming. Now you could get some magma underneath there as well. Is it magma? Is that what that's called? Yeah, this stuff. A magma block. And put it there too, and then it would really be warm, but it could hurt you, so that's probably not a good idea. That looks cool though.
Let's flash boil our guests.
Oh, look, there's like a little sauna here, like a little fire pit.
Metal Spark is doing a lot with fire.
I'm into it.
But in the snow biome, I think that works really well, right?
Yeah, yeah. Well, and like we were talking earlier about like items that make sense for like a themed build, and something like a sauna, a hot tub makes sense in a winter biome. I've also layered up the snow nicely here. It's a little stable. Look how happy these horses are. Look how much space they have, and they've got hay to eat.
Yeah, but they are standing in snow. That's probably going to get old.
Ah, they're fine. Look, they have water.
Why isn't it frozen?
I think if you have a heat source like a torch or a lamp next to it, it won't freeze.
Well, that's good for the sheep.
Look
Now
at
we got
this.
two players here. Who's actually the owner?
I think it is phase locked loop. I think. I'm not sure. I have to see a sign.
What was the chest right there? Whack it.
Yes, phase locked loop. I like this a lot. This is a cool theme build.
Yeah, this is. I think this is more in the theme of Minecraft itself. Not playing it as it was necessarily meant to be played, but like playing it as a pretty house player.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm digging this. This is up in the list of contenders now, I think. This wasn't here before, at least not that I recall.
All right, Krista, I'm going to give you the same question that I gave you every time tonight, because these people are, in fact, witnessing this. How do you make this better?
How do you make this better? One thing that you could add here very easily, because this is a snow biome, is you could put some snow golems around.
Okay.
That would be cool. I think as well, so there's not really any greenery, which I mean makes sense. We are kind of on a mountain, but maybe getting some pine trees up here would be nice.
It is kind of barren.
Yeah, you might be able to make like a Christmas tree if you wanted to go Christmas themed. Maybe some shrubberies.
Okay. Those are good tips. Easy to do. But you're going to have to apply it with some skill to make it work.
The ice is interesting. I wonder if that was original or if this is just... There's like an ice cave here. I feel like
think
I'm
it's
in like
been
the North
modified.
Pole. Yeah. This has definitely, I think, been modified. So see how it kind of like... It's like half slabs and stuff. I think that was all... I don't think that was done naturally. I think that was applied.
Well, that's an interesting pattern to use if you did it manually.
Yeah, it makes it look more natural, like there's snowdrifts against the house.
I don't like the sunken beds.
You're not into that?
No.
I'm not. I don't mind it.
Would you sleep in a sunken bed?
Yeah, I would. I used to sleep on the floor. I ain't got no hate. What? Oh, this must be another house. They're building a whole village. Oh, look at this.
But how do you judge that?
I don't know. Are you guys? I wonder if are they working together, or is this just phase loop? Oh, this is like a little nether farm. Potions enchanting. It's very spooky down here.
This looks like a body horror kind of thing.
Yeah, this is all using the new blocks from the Nether update. Oh, look at that. That's cool. I like it's thematically appropriate for another area. God, this is going to be so hard to judge. Oh, there's a ship over here. Wow.
We completely missed this last time, right?
Yeah,
It
I
had to
didn't see any.
exist.
I don't know if this was here before and I just didn't see it, or if this has just been added since last week.
And it's Viking, right? So it fits the...
Yeah, it's thematically appropriate for the style of build. This all went up since your last stream. Wow. That's impressive, chat. This may be one to beat. Meanwhile, I've been struggling to gain materials just to finish the roof, and like, look at this.
Well, you don't want it bad enough. That's the thing.
Ah, I guess not.
It's crazy that tonight, after the quality stuff we saw last time, I would have said, I don't think that there's going to be anybody who pulls ahead of, the superlatives from the last stream. And yet tonight we've seen
Some really nice
Hobbit-
ones.
we've seen Hobbit House, which
It's
all-
bait,
not-
but it's effective.
it's nothing that's all that crazy for me, but I know it's in the top running right now. We've seen Picard and the Enterprise, which is an amazing accomplishment,
Yeah.
and now we've seen this.
We were always planning on doing multiple prizes, but like it's gonna be difficult. We want to give awards to everybody because they all look so good.
We do have a lot of stuff in the basement we can mail. It's just that some of it's so shitty people may not want it.
Yeah. Oh.
Well, that's what you get
Oh
Yeah,
wow! Is it? This is like a church
from fifth place on down.
or like a school? Look at this.
Is that Hogwarts?
Is it maybe,
maybe
like
it's
a buffet?
Yeah, like a kitchen hall, Viking longhouse. Yeah, look, and there's
Oh,
like
okay,
the
yeah.
seats up front too. Like if you're the
That
leader.
The Jarl.
Yeah. Wow. Look at that. It's incredible. You know what would add to this space? You mentioned the interior was still being worked on, but like some big chandeliers would look really cool in here.
I don't think they had them, did they? I
What
don't
do
think
you-
they had glass working.
But I'm not saying like it doesn't have to have glass in it, but like you could put like you would use fence posts in the game and then have them come down.
Oh, with some candles? I
Yeah,
can see
yeah.
that in a
Yeah,
Viking
that would look cool.
situation, yeah.
Wow, that's impressive. I'm amazed by everyone's creativity. Oh, look, there's another house down here too. Looks like it's kind of the start of a house. They too use dirt as their building block while they work on stuff. Structurally interesting, but looks like it still needs a ways to go. Is this a yeah? This is like their little mining area where they get their materials. Wow.
Minecraft is, now that I think about it, it's kind of a really great teacher of capitalism to young kids because for one person to thrive, you need an insane amount of land.
It's true. Looks like this has been changed up a little bit. I've kind of been in here a little. There's a
Look at
cat that runs around on this little side of the wall, and I've been trying to tame the cat since the last stream, and I can never get enough fish to do it. I've not been
Look at
trying that
the-
hard, but
Look at the checker patterns they put on everything. Didn't we tell them they needed more decoration?
where do you see the checker pattern? Oh
It's
yeah,
all over everything.
look, it's an apple tree. See what they did there? I was gonna look on the inside actually. I don't think they had all the library stuff up yet. Oh look, this is the workers' rooms. I think
What do you think the
I'm-
difference,
oh, continue.
the blue beds and the red beds, is that gender?
I don't know. Maybe just what color wool they had. Yeah, they've definitely added. Look, this is an enchanting room. Nice. Well, this room has a window.
Just remember, we did not run the one-click Minecraft because we wanted this anti-griefing mod, and you need bucket for that.
Yeah. Which, in hindsight, it seems like we've not really had any issues with griefing too much. So maybe
But
it
we
would have
did
been
have-
okay, but I kind of don't trust it. Wow,
we
look
did
at
have some
this.
cheating.
Yeah, a little. But not people weren't like tearing each other's builds apart, which was the main thing I was concerned about.
We had a little bit of griefing.
Would Picard use a gun? I'm sure at some point Picard used a phaser, right?
Yeah, that's true. He definitely did.
Didn't he do some rifle fighting in one of the movies?
Yeah, actually, that's right.
This is a huge terraforming project. This will probably be cool when it's done.
What do you think this is going to be?
Maybe a farm? It looks like... Well, I don't know. I don't know. This is a large-scale build, though. This is going to require a lot of work to finish up.
You guys mentioned cereal, and I've been smashing Crispix ever since. I can't have cereal in the house. The call is too strong.
I often find that I just want to eat cereal instead of real meals, and that is sometimes a problem. Look!
Yeah, I believe we told you this, but we definitely heard that, like, not in a complaining way, but in a just kind of like a surprised way, right after the marriage.
Yeah. Oh, my husband was like, "Are you gonna eat something?" I'm like, "Oh, I ate some cereal," and he's like, "You don't want anything else?" See, I wanted to see this again too. Like, people are building up in the mountains here, which is cool. Oh, the beer garden, very nice. They missed my Emerald L1 logo.
What?
Someone in the chat in the game.
No, I mean, but where is it?
Yeah, I'm not sure. There's so much density on the Minecraft server. We're gonna have to remind everyone, especially once like the forum, like the whole thing is dead. Like, please make sure you put it in the forum so I can make sure I check it by location.
And we're gonna, you know, what's gonna be difficult is we're gonna have to schedule it in such a way that
People aren't
especially
still
if we-
working on it.
yeah, especially if we keep this running. We could just, I guess, block it off for a while, but you're gonna have to judge in a relatively short window of time.
This has been added since last time as well. This is looking good. Looking good. Looks like it's been updated a little bit.
Oh wait, is this the bridge?
Oh, this is how they get up and down. I see. Yeah, and it had like, yeah, like see all this detail with like the lattice work underneath.
Looks like there's been some infrastructure changes here, but not much in terms of.
Yeah, I don't think
design.
it's been. Yeah, I don't think it's been expanded too much. Can't tell. It looks like this one's been worked on a little bit as well, but not a whole lot, maybe.
I don't know if I remember this one.
Maybe it's no. I think this has been expanded. There weren't trees up here before, so yeah, this is still definitely being worked on. Great. Oh, and they've built a rail station as well. That's nice. Here, I won't take their minecart in case they need it. Oh. Mom? Oh, shit.
What are you
Oops.
doing?
I've messed up
What have
their,
What have you done?
I've-
Oh no!
I've messed it up, don't
Oh
worry.
no!
I fixed it, it's fine.
No, it's not like it was before. Oh, there you go. Okay.
No, other way. Okay. Oh shit.
Oh my god.
I'm making it worse, chat.
Oh. Oh.
Okay, it's fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. There we go.
That's not the most user-friendly minecart in the world.
No, it's kind of weird. The powered rails have to be a certain way, and that was more user error than. I think this is still being worked on too, because there's not a ton of powered rail. You need powered rail. I can't remember. I think it's every like 10 or 15 blocks, so that way you keep moving at a decent pace. Well, listen, I'm the mod, so I can ignore the anti-griefing stuff, but that would be irresponsible. So I don't do that. This is a long tunnel.
I think what you mean to say is that you don't do that while people are watching.
Yeah, absolutely. I only do that when you guys are all offline. Which is almost never, by the way. There's always at least like 10 people online.
Well, obviously, some of these accomplishments could only have been done if someone was here around the clock.
I was poked to death by Sweetberry Bush.
This is a really, really long.
Yeah, I'm kind of starting to think that I might jump up and fly here in a second. Because I think it'll be faster than taking the minecart.
But mining this out.
Yeah, this took and getting all the iron for all of this. A non-trivial amount of time. Oh, we were almost to the end. Oh no, it goes up. Up, 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 up.
If this is Max doing this,
I think this is probably Max, but I'm not sure.
Max, I would just like while you're doing this, listen to the
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, here he is.
listen to the MIT lectures, and just by repetition, I think you'll absorb most of the curriculum. So, Max has built multiple railways from his compound to other people's homes.
Yeah, I
Do you
kind of
think
dig
that
it. It's like a public works thing.
have they consented to this, or does it just one day does his head pop up and it's like, hey,
Hey,
you're a
I'm
rail
putting a
station.
mine station here.
Your basement is now Central Station. You're welcome. It's like,
The tunnel was longer than my attention span. Yes, that's a good way of putting it.
Oh, this has been expanded. This is the one I wanted to look at and I forgot to earlier.
Oh, I remember this now. Yeah.
Yeah. It is kind of like an outdoor market. Oh, look, there's a fountain. This is nice. Oh. Oh, I haven't slept. I think I'm probably attracting phantoms. Look at this. I like how they did the leaves in the top too. And look. Look at the little market. You know what you need for this? Some villager slaves.
It sounds like the villagers are a high demand product. Everybody has some.
Yeah.
Where are you supposed to get new ones?
You either
Oh, you know
find a
what?
new village or you can breed them, like that one guy was.
Yeah, he could talk to the village for the slaver. But, that's kind of like a deal with the devil. That's a good question, Krista. If they have to, resort to human trafficking, you're going to hold that against them.
Listen, I think thematically for this, you do kind of need someone operating the stalls. Maybe you put a wandering trader in there if you can get one, or maybe you buy some slaves from the market.
What if they could get some bees in there? I like bees.
Yeah, bees would be neat. That'd be cool for like this central tree area. You could put a beehive.
No,
up
but
here.
I'm thinking the bees are the merchants in this build.
I don't think that makes sense.
That makes so much sense. Bee merchants.
This is a custom tree, I think.
They're skilled negotiators.
Oh, look at this. Wow, cool. Oh, and there's tables and chairs. Cute. I fixed that one.
Looks like they're 6 feet apart, which is important.
Yeah, in these strange times. Look at that. Look at the little shelving up there. Very well appointed. Making it hard. Okay, I'm
Now,
not
I
sure, not sure
wonder-
what this is going to be yet, but
Have you found a chest or something? Do we know who this is?
I want to say this was Horse Noodle, but let me see if I can find a chest. Was
Oh,
there
actually, I
one?
think you're right. I think I remember that now.
Oh,
So, do you
no.
think this was the plan all along, or did Horse Noodle
Yeah, it's Horse Noodle.
hear what you said?
And change his
change up?
plan.
Yeah.
If it wasn't his plan originally, he's done a great job making it look like it was. Look at that. That's so cool. And it makes sense for the biome he's in too. Like the desert biome.
Now, does this make more sense than the Arctic biome made sense? Or are you going to call that a tie? Which one do you think?
I would call that, so far I'd call it, if I had to pick between Horse Noodle and the winter biome, it's really hard. I think for cohesiveness, I think Horse Noodles is a little more cohesive so far, though it still, is obviously under construction. But just because it has better infrastructure, so like there's like roads connecting everything so far. But I think the winter biome will soon rival that as they continue to build it. So it would be hard to choose.
Here's I think a better way of asking that question. If you were Max, which one of these two would you run the next rail station to?
Oh, that is a good question. Are we asking for like an in-universe answer or just like in general?
No, I'm saying you put yourself in Max's place where you have nothing but free time, and you make that decision.
I think due to proximity, I think I would probably pick this one. He's actually got a rail station over here already.
Yeah, I was hoping you didn't see that in the chat because I still want you to make that decision.
But
that's
I
all
think
it
I
is.
would have picked it even still, just because of proximity. It's closer.
What about the? So does he not have one to the Arctic biome?
I don't think so yet, because I don't think there's one, because that's near my house, and I haven't seen a train station pop up near my house, but there is a nether portal station. Oh, oh no, this was the blacksmith, I remember this.
Winter looked like he had help. Now I don't think that we can uh, police people who might bring in friends to help them.
Yeah, that does make it more difficult.
Because we would have no way of knowing. I guess if you can recruit people to do this with you, then you can get away with that.
Oh look, now they're actually discussing it in the chat in the game. They're like, okay, should we build a rail station that way? Let's do it. Turn the server into Game of Thrones. I think that's probably been done, right? Someone's made Westeros in Minecraft.
Do they have a Minecraft mod where you get waves of zombies or something?
Oh, I'm sure. There's been like a mod for almost everything you can imagine. Then the server would have a bad ending. Yeah, I'm still not okay with that. I like that they've done this checker pattern here. That looks cool.
That's a lot of work on a mine, right? I mean, why would you?
Maybe just trying to get rid of some stone. I think he meant like backstabbing people. No, we're all friendly here. This is the prison complex. I remember this. Oh, and the road ends. And that's the White House. This is the partially underwater, partially sand house. I'm into it.
Oh, what about the other underwater place that we saw last time?
That was like on the edge of the world. I think I teleported there last time because I'm not sure how to get to it. Just over land. I don't understand what this is.
That just gets exciting all of a sudden.
Yeah. Oh. Someone has destroyed stuff with lava over here.
Who was it during the last stream that just bought this game and started?
Oh, I don't remember.
We got to see what their effort was.
Oh, okay, here we go. Oh my. This is the underwater base. I think. Oh, and he's made it like a lighthouse. Look at that. Cool. I don't know why they've put the portal that high up, but I like how they've done the beacon up here. That's cool. So you can actually see it like as if it were a true lighthouse.
I don't think lighthouses light vertically, but I get what you're saying. It's Bioshock. Yeah, it kind of is a Bioshock vibe, especially with that portal up there.
I want to go down. How do I go down? Okay, here we go.
I don't remember this being the way that you got to the underwater base. Maybe I just wasn't paying attention.
I think I just teleported just now.
No, I mean like going through a lighthouse.
Did not get a Linode ad. Don't worry, chat. They're in this week's news too.
We don't control the Twitch ads.
Yeah, we got a couple complaints on our Twitter. I think it was last week that was like, every time I try to watch you guys on Twitch, it's full of ads, and it's like we can't change that. I mean, we can change the frequency, but like we already have it set to the lowest number. It's still gonna show you a bunch of ads. Hey,
I did put that video on YouTube. So you can watch it on YouTube. Where they also have ads. I mean, you know what? They probably do throw us like a penny every time you watch an ad. But you couldn't block them.
Look at all the underwater gardens. It's still cool. I like
This
the
seems,
addition of vines.
It seems like the expansion is mostly just building out the arms more.
Yeah, I think so. And like what the other things you can see here, they've put magma along the edges of the path so you get like the bubble effect. Nice attention to detail. He's got some villagers who are working perfectly legally. Oh, look, this is a couple. And one of them's got an eye patch.
Oh. Do you think that came from an accident here on the farm?
No, no, never. It would definitely be something from before. And definitely not now. Oh, and there's a fish tank up here. Do you think the villagers sit here knowing that there is fish above their head? And they're like freaked out by that, or?
They'd probably get used to it pretty quick.
Oh, this isn't even full yet. This is just fish for amusement.
The water theme is definitely being used to the maximum effect here, I think.
Yeah, I like it.
What, is this a swimming pool? Or is this a
I think,
terrarium?
yeah, I think this is like, yeah, a terrarium, but it's not finished yet. Because you can see they've put a little
Or-
bit of stuff in here and some fish, but
I guess this would be an aquarium.
oh, speaking of, I need to feed my pup. She's been so preoccupied with her bones, she hasn't even turned around like once. Look at that. You can look outside. This would have taken ages to do, so that way you don't, you know, make yourself suffocate. Oh. Waste.
Yeah, I don't
disposal.
really have an understanding of how much work it would be, but I'll take your word for it. There's I would say the aquatic theme is obvious here, but it feels like some maybe small details are missing, but I don't know what those would be.
I think just because it's a sprawling build. I do like. What kind of wood is that?
Like
Oh,
these
it's
big empty
jungle.
hallways. What would you do with a big empty hallway? You put some pictures in there, maybe.
Yeah, paintings. I would maybe carve into them a little bit and put like a torch, like
You're
little
gonna need some.
places for torch.
You're gonna need some drawers.
Our neighbors are going absolutely crazy right now.
Friday night.
It's fine.
Is school is definitely over at this point, right?
I guess so, but they are like just going wild tonight. Like they're stomping. Okay.
There's one way away from that, Krista.
Yeah, it's buying a house. One
You're
day,
gonna leave- You're gonna leave all these poor people behind.
and become landed gentry. How do I get out of here?
Glinda has gifted another tier 1 sub.
Oh, thanks, Galinda. Appreciate it.
Oh, what is happening here?
Know what I
Oh.
discovered about house windows? If you have vinyl windows or any kind of modern windows in your house of like the last 35 years, they're standardized, but nothing older than that.
When
So
did they change
if you have a
this?
window that goes bad, you can just order a new one.
All right, what just happened there, Kristen?
So, wow, I didn't know you could do that. I knew you could do it with jungle trees, and I knew you could do it with dark oak. I didn't know you could do it with pine trees to make a giant tree. I thought you had to make these manually. Well, that's good to know. They
I
look
don't. It
good.
doesn't seem like this is a place where trees should grow.
No, we're in the nether right now. He just wanted to show me how that worked. Oh,
Did-
what has happened in this place?
They're asking, did you flood that build? You didn't, did you?
No, no. I broke a block, and then I immediately replaced it.
Now, do we have a nether highway here? This is ridiculous.
Yeah,
The
I'm not
highway
sure.
system-
How? What is this? Why is there only bedrock here?
I think it was probably lava at some point, and they painstakingly. Because how else would it be this flat?
But it's no. This is bedrock though. Oh, they broke the nether roof. That's why the portal's so high. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay.
So what does that cool it off or something?
So the real nether is underneath. Wow, this is something about this is unnerving. I don't like it. I've never done this myself, but I think I understand the mechanism.
Mechanic or is this a bug?
Someone in the chat says it's kind of a hack. She didn't like it? I don't mind it. It's unnerving just because it's so flat and like foggy in there. Is there a turtle in this boat? Look at him. He's just rowing away.
I
Wouldn't
don't
call
think
it a
he is.
hack.
I think he's just trapped there. Slowly drying out in the sun. Inches away from the life-giving water.
Look, we can take a ride in the boat together.
Steal somebody's boat and turtle.
I guess that could be someone's, huh?
You think he got there on his own?
I'm gonna get rid of some craft in my inventory. Neighbors really just like it's getting crazier by the second. I just heard, wow.
Is it?
Who am I supposed to
Have they been calm up until this point? I mean, you know, it's the end of the year. You think that they're probably over there super spreading. It's just seeping
Oh,
through
probably.
your walls.
I think about that all the time.
It's coming through the registers.
Rue's just drinking so much water.
We can hear that. I didn't
Yeah.
know that's what that was. Sounds like a boot stuck in mud.
Oh, okay. Not OSHA approved. It's fine. You know, that's a shortfall. It's so tempting to knock him off this bridge right now. I won't do it, but I won't. But I am considering it.
Pop him right into the lava. He's probably got an inventory packed with great stuff.
He's probably got like some sort of enchantment on his armor that's like fireproof, whatever. Or he's got there's like a little totem you can get now if you protect a village. And I think when you do that, that totem it'll protect you if you die, so you don't lose all your stuff the first time. But then once you've used it, it's gone forever. All right, I'll fly just so it's a little less nerve-wracking. Why aren't any of these aggressive?
Tamed him. Or maybe it's because the...
Maybe it's glitched out. I heard some chatter on the server the other night that there was a part of the nether that they weren't attacking. Oh. Whoever covered this with cobblestone has been killed by a ghast before.
Imagine one day when we have robots that can actually be doing this work while random people play games. Assuming we have a way to generate that energy, we're going to get a lot done.
Oh, I popped it over here earlier. This is a lot of nether networking. Where's this one go? Path to the highway. Pay attention to enemies. Yeah, I bet there is a ghast somewhere around here.
No, I'm not talking about robots playing the game. I'm talking about as people play a game, they're controlling an actual robot somewhere that's actually doing construction. But we can gamify it, so they'll do it for free, just like they do this.
What's crazy to me is someone used the purple blocks, which come from the end, to just like make the nether highway.
Max is encouraging you to kill metal sport.
I see that. I wrecked your mom also encourages it.
And he doesn't know that everybody can see it, but I think maybe secretly he does. Krista stopped cart, broke the train. You've destroyed the train.
Deathmatch. I don't even have anything on me. I don't even have my survival inventory. I deleted it when I started going into creative. You've got all this enchanted gear. Is this netherite armor? Is this new? Oh. Oh, he's the... I forgot. He's the Ricardo guy from the meme. Now it's fair.
Krista doesn't even play this game for combat. She's a
Um,
builder.
I don't think I can actually hit you right now because I am in creative. That would make sense.
Oh, you got an early hit.
I'm trying to like
Yeah.
knock him back. Oh,
Does he have? Oh, that's a lot of hearts. Oh. Wow.
I'm the best. I'm not gonna take his stuff. He should TP
Well,
back to me.
just no. Throw that in the lava. That's you lose. You get your stuff thrown in the lava. That's the rule.
I should have put the Rocky theme on before there, but we would definitely get
What?
demonetized for that.
What are the sparkles?
Oh, someone put those are fireworks.
Oh, he's celebrating your win.
Yeah. Yeah, you can do all kinds of fireworks. You have to actually craft them if you want them to be anything beyond this, but... How embarrassing. Does Squidward give you nightmares? No.
Can you even take his build seriously at this point? I mean, you basically just perfected him right on that bridge.
I was really hoping I'd do the ultimate disrespect and knock him back off of the bridge into the lava so he'd lose all his stuff, but...
Oh, what's that?
It's a new mob. I can't remember what they're called. It is a... I can't see it because of the stupid chat. Strider spawn egg. I'm not sure
Egg?
what you do with them. Well, it's not an egg. It's just called a strider. I think you can put a saddle on them. And then ride
Maybe
them.
that's a way to move around in lava, I guess.
Yeah. But I don't know how you actually control them because it's not letting me.
Do they have an attack?
I think they're kind of aggressive by default, but I'm not sure because I'm in creative. There's quite a few of them here, though. They're all just hanging out. Look, these two are riding each other.
You think that's a dominance thing?
Probably. They look so sad. They do look sad.
I'd be sad if I lived in lava.
They seem to like it. Oh. Has anyone built anything in the end chat? Has anyone checked? I guess I will. Someone has obviously killed the dragon already. Because all this stuff's gone.
So can only one person do that per server?
I am not sure. I think so. That's my understanding of it. Oh.
Is this some structure that makes killing the dragon easier?
I don't think so. I'm not sure what that is. This little fountain down here that's actually how you end the game. If you jump into it, you get the credits. They're still stomping. Is my mic picking that up?
Oh, I do hear that.
Yeah. They're like on their porch outside, like stomping to music.
Are they a floor above you?
Yeah, from here. Yeah, from the office.
I mean, like, I can hear the cats really well too. Anything above you is gonna really carry.
I can hear them. They are loud. Is there not? Sometimes you can find like end villages, but I haven't really been to the end enough, so I'm not sure where they would be.
Is it only this little piece of land?
Oh no, wait, down here maybe. There are like little villages, I think. That's why I was trying to see if I can find them. It looks like maybe someone built something over here. End villages are very far out. Okay, let's see if we can find a way out.
Also, there's more land, but it's just
Yeah, it's like way out. They have very good loot. I'm not gonna loot them because I'm not doing it legit since I'm flying, but looks like someone built a mob spawner in here. I assume that's what that is, based on how it's flooded, but...
just weird, insane landscapes.
This is someone's house. Oh, it's an Enderman farm. I see what they're doing. Okay. How do I get out of here? I'm gonna keep flying to see if we can find one of those village things. They can't stand. Yeah, they hate water, and they're also 3 blocks high. What are these bizarre structures?
Yeah, this is just a nightmare scape that makes no sense.
Yeah, this is the kind of like weird thing you'd have a dream about.
Oh yeah, where there's really like only one path, and it takes forever to walk it.
How far out do you have to go? I'm kind of afraid to lose sight of the little island over here. Villages are 1,000 blocks from the island. Someone said 100 and someone else said 1,000. How are you supposed to get to them? If you're not in creative mode like I am, like how is that supposed to work? I guess just use Ender Eyes, but I don't know how that would work forever. Oh yeah, I guess you could have an elytra, but you have to get the elytra from the villages. There's a portal. If I go through this little portal right here, well I thought that just ends the game. How does Max make trains when not in creative mode? They're not real expensive.
I think the answer is time.
Yeah, like if you have enough iron, ooh, bless me, then that's pretty easy. I need an ender pearl to travel through them. Someone's gonna have to explain it. I'm not really familiar with the end. I don't play to the actual end of the game, as it turns out. Go to the little portal. Is this the big portal or the little portal? There's another little one over here. The smaller one, okay. Oh, okay, I see you guys. Alright, I see. So we just throw an ender pearl in here? Oh.
What?
Swimming into the void. Oh. Oh, so there's like this little one that opens up, I guess? Is that the way that works? And that's how you find the villages. Oh. There's a lot of Enderman here. This is that purple fruit stuff I was telling you about. That grows only here until you bring it up top. That's gonna teleport me in a
Dan,
second.
What would a dragon be doing with just all this empty land out here? Seems like a boring
Hoarding
lot.
it. That's what dragons do. They hoard stuff.
What do you think his average day looks like, though? I mean, it's got to be pretty boring, right?
He just flies around, destroy. Do you think the Endermen worship him as a god? Someone's been here before.
I don't know much about their sociology.
Oh, is this more of that weird like leaf highway?
Do you think there'll be a black market for injection passports? I never thought about that, but I guess there probably would be some form of that.
There we go. People have clearly been here because there are blocks that shouldn't be here, but damn, I was like, man, there's no way people have explored this far, right? But here we are.
Krista, what have you seen tonight that would indicate that they would not have already done this?
Well, I figured the dragon was already dead, but I didn't realize they had done all this as well.
Did you not notice the fully functional railway system that has like 8 stops at this point?
Did a train derail near you guys? Not super near us, but I know what you're talking about. There's like this guy's little tiny yellow house next to that, and it's like, oh. He just had a train derail, like, on his house.
Remember, we were talking about the cyberpunk thing earlier. I've not had any crashes at all. I think Wendell said he had a couple, but they weren't a big deal. But I also have not been playing it a lot this week.
I don't know what the big deal is. I've had a lot of bugs, but they're hilarious more than anything.
But we're both playing on pretty decent PCs.
I mean, I've been playing on both Team Red and Team Green because I've been using that for benchmarks and stuff for upcoming videos. And RTX is nice.
Leave the game running. The game does perform really well tabbing out. I appreciate that in a game.
Is that neighbor's your dog?
That's
think that's the dog.
Rue, yeah. Hang on, I'm gonna have to go give her some water because she's getting real antsy with me. BRB.
I love Rue's I want water behavior. That's hilarious.
You mean just kicking the water bucket?
I think she picks it up with her mouth and slams it.
Well, whatever's effective.
How bad do you think things will get if Texas secedes? I don't think Texas is going to secede. That would be... Think about everything that would have to change. I guess it would be kind of like Brexit. But like the licensing system and all that government money. What about the universities? Is a Texas degree different now? there'll be a lot to consider there.
I'm
They're going
back.
to become like Puerto Rico.
But we have a lot of control over Puerto Rico, don't we?
Yeah, yeah.
I think they want less.
Well, I mean, should have thought about that before whatever.
Before they became a state instead of a Mexican territory.
Yeah.
I don't think that's we'd probably go to war before that happened. And Texas can't win a war with the U.S.
Doesn't seem likely, yeah.
This conversation took a dark turn while I took a walk.
Well, we're talking about Texas seceding from the Union.
Oh yeah, they did. They did kind of call for that.
I don't think there's much chance that gets any traction.
I'm probably slowing down the server by loading all this new chunks.
Yeah,
It's
well, I mean,
probably-
it is kind of more than just the same old stuff. Are we looking for something here?
I was just
or-
gonna see if we could find one of those villages, but Alright, back at my house. Some impressive progress, chat. Makes my
Yeah,
tiny little house.
Chat, is there anything else that we haven't seen? What about the L1 logo? We haven't seen that.
Yeah, someone mentioned they made an L1 logo out of emeralds, but I haven't seen it. I saw the other one that was like wool. We're just
Well,
frantically
Krista,
eating our kibble.
You can always just embark on your build again, but I think why don't you give us? Don't rank them in any way, but just give us right now, as things stand right now, the top 5 contenders.
Underwater base. The Desert Bazaar. The Viking build. The Hobbit hole. I'm not sure who to pick for the 5th, though. Oh, the Picard one. The Picard was good.
Now you know who you left out. You left out Guest Shroom.
I know. But they haven't
And
finished their build yet. They have, I mean,
and
like,
White
they've done...
House.
Oh, I did leave out White House. Well, those are so good.
Was Max's build in that list?
No. Ugh, see, that's another one.
I mean, he's got train stations, Krista.
He has a lot of train stations, and he's done a lot of really cool, like, little mini builds. And that also leaves out the Christmas tree with the flashing lights.
And that is why I asked you that question, because this is going to be a tough decision, and you're going to have to make it.
I know. And they're only going to get better, too. Is what's crazy. Like, I was like, okay, I don't think we can do anything much crazier than what's already here, right? And
Krista,
then...
I think what you should do is take screenshots of each build and post them on the forum with just your comments. Not any kind of like formal judging, but just post them with your comments, and then when we do the formal judging, we'll do the same thing.
Yeah, well, I was definitely going to do that for, like, all the prize winners. I was going to take screenshots of all of them so people could see what won.
I think we've got so many good ones and not enough prizes that we at least should talk about all the different builds and just be like, this one is really good, and you did good, but we're not going to give you anything.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm impressed with everybody's thing. Yeah, I wish we could give prizes to everyone.
Sacriel just gave us 2,000 bits. Thank you, Sacriel.
Thank you, Sakura.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a real tough decision in terms of even a picking 3 or 4.
It's just that the crap that the runners up gets exponentially crappier. It's like, oh, here's a signed Core 2 duo. Good luck with that.
Yeah, we haven't chosen the prizes yet. It's almost certainly going to be some kind of hardware. And not even like, specific hardware. It's just like, look in the closet type of thing. Well, there's some
Yeah,
good
it'll
stuff in that closet.
There is.
Yeah, it'll definitely be last gen stuff, but I mean, right now you can't even get a RX 570. So anything better than that is really good.
Rue. She's got her
Did she
bone. She's
already go
throwing
to
it
the water?
around. Pick it up, babe. Pick it up. There you go. Good dog. She just like yeeted it under my chair.
Just give out photos of us signed. I certainly don't have that level of confidence in myself to give someone a signed picture of myself.
Yeah, that would just feel like weird and arrogant, I think. Also, can you imagine us at like a photo shoot? How awkward that would be.
Yeah.
This is a cute little beach house. Good start. Cat and Rue pictures. Oh, we could do a calendar with Rue and the cats. Oh, and Wendell, you could have your mom's cat in the calendar too.
It would just be looking scared out of its mind, like in the like the cat fetal position where it's like, I don't know what's happening.
Why are you
Well,
taking pictures?
How hilarious would that be if we just had adorable pictures of our pets, and then every, fourth one is that terrified cat?
It's like under a couch. The image is grainy.
Yeah, the image is never more than like 10% cat because it's hiding.
That's exactly what it would be.
Oh,
My cats definitely do some adorable shit.
L1 calendars. Forget 2020.
Maybe
Remember
you could get the
2021.
maybe you could get the possums. You were gonna go there this weekend, but you're not now.
Yeah, I may still try to sneak out there tomorrow and back early, but just stay one night, but we'll see.
Are you just moving stuff out of there again?
Yeah, try to.
There you go, Dr. Nick. Teleport out to his shit. Did we
I
look at his
TP'd
yet?
out to Wed.
Dr. Nick, stay at your location and she'll get you next.
He just put his coordinates in. Oops. Rue, you gotta wait. I've got a small map board. Some furnaces, some holes. This is my husband's method of farming. He'll build a hole to put all his sheep in, and then he eventually moves them up into an actual pen.
So he's fully on board with the animal abuse style of Minecrafting.
Yes. Well, you've got more. Is this yours underneath? You've got more than just a hovel. You've got the start of something here. This is quite the sugarcane farm. Yeah, it's not bad. Maps are real classy in your house. One of the houses we looked at on Zillow had a globe in it. And I was like, oh, like one of those really nice ones.
If you look at that house, get your realtor to negotiate for just weird shit like that, because they'll give it to you.
One of the houses we looked at had a Bigfoot statue, like a nice bronze Bigfoot statue. And I was like, if we bought that house, I would probably try to get that worked in somehow. Unfortunately, it sold literally instantly because it was a cool house.
One of the guys I knew in college, he ended up dropping out and going back home and getting married. And we were at his house one time, and one of his friends there from like the little housing development was over. And this guy had divorced his wife, and she got, like almost everything. And he had this wooden bear, like a statue. And everybody in the community kind of knew it because you drove by it all the time. You're like, oh, there's the wooden bear. Well, it was this guy's wooden bear, and he was obsessed with stealing it back. All
Oh.
he ever talked about was stealing back that bear. And he would like tell you the plan he had for it, and he would try to like recruit you to go and help him steal the bear. I mean, like he was obsessed with this thing.
Dude, we're here to celebrate someone else's thing. No, we gotta talk about the bear.
Yeah. It was literally his obsession in life was this bear. He had pictures of it.
I want, you know what I want? A piece of artwork that I would love to have. That chicken riding a lizard.
Oh yeah, that's lost to time. How would you ever find that?
I found it. I looked up chicken riding a lizard, unusual gourd. And I found the folk artist who made it. So it is attainable, but it was pretty pricey.
But is it still for sale right now?
I'm not sure, it's on their website. And I was
Probably,
like,
yeah.
Oh, that place was like commission, right? So they just took it back.
yeah. So it's probably just, you know, sitting in a basement somewhere collecting dust when it could be sitting in my house collecting dust.
You should make that a priority when you get your new house. That's the first thing you put in it.
Yeah, the chicken riding a lizard, absolutely.
You think that would survive Rue? Those are pretty delicate, right? Because they're literally just dry gourds.
I'd probably have to put it up higher on a shelf. I'm just finding all these like little tiny houses that people have started, but they're not super far along yet.
I want the painting of Bill Clinton in a red dress. You know what? Maybe you should do this, Krista. Do paintings of like Epstein and all the people who are on the list, his flight list, doing, you know, like lecherous things together in cartoonish style. I bet people would buy that.
Why though?
Because, you know, it's kind of like a really dark funny.
Would you buy artwork for your house?
Would I? No, I don't have any use for artwork. Come on.
It just makes your life. But think about, you could have a chicken riding a lizard in your house.
You know, from time to time, when I've got absolutely nothing to do and I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, maybe I should like go online and look at maybe stuff to put on the walls. But I can't think of anything that I would actually enjoy.
What about like some of your favorite like games or something, like artwork for them?
No, that doesn't bring me joy. And the kind of person that would impress, I don't think I want in my house.
You should just put pictures that the cats would enjoy, like pictures of the banana
Now,
that they play with, the catnip banana.
here's something I would do, although I think it probably just costs too much money. I would get the people who take your cat and paint them like I would want I want Crouton to be like a knight and I want Toast to be like a fat merchant, you know, medieval style.
Yeah. That would be good. So a professor of mine actually, she did pet portraits and she said you can make bank doing that. She's like, white people love that.
Well, that's a big thing on Reddit now. People I think are always slinging pet portraits and
Yeah.
like watercolor subreddits and stuff.
Someone said you should just put pictures of yourself in your house. You should do that. Just glamour shots all over. Where's the link to the chicken lizard? Let me see if I can find it again. Don't worry, chat. Any second now.
Deconstructed gun posters. Yeah, I don't really want to like, you know, advertise. The gun thing freaks some people out.
I gotta find the name of the artist. I can find the piece. Where is the name of the artist? Don't worry, chat. Any second now, I'll find it.
If the guns freak someone out, well, see, it's not that guns freak someone out, but it's like, wow, you're a little too into guns. Which I get. People don't want to see that.
Well, usually it indicates some kind of psychosis.
Yeah,
'Cause, like,
exactly.
You know,
I guess I'm very sensitive. I'm overly sensitive. You know, this is like my My fuck up is being really sensitive to other people's fuck ups, and like, look at this thing I like is something that I have a real distaste for.
You know, you know those like the Greek style busts, like the head busts or whatever.
Yeah.
There are some of those in the place that I'm cleaning out, and it's like this probably would not look out of place in my house. And then it's like, but then it's like it was also made by that person that died, and so it's like, I don't know.
That's kind of cool. Are they like philosophers or Caesars, or is it just like a not a real person?
One of them is Aphrodite. It's like a copy of one of the Aphrodite statues, but instead of being like full body, it's just head and shoulders. So it's like a bust. And another one is it's not Caesar, but it's an old bald Roman dude that was not somebody made up, but I don't know who. Like maybe Augustus or something. I don't know.
Augustus was for sure a Caesar.
Oh well, I don't know. I don't know who it is.
You're thinking
I don't-
Julius. They were all Caesars.
Yeah, it was not Julius. It might have been Augustus.
Yeah, I don't think that's kind of like, really classical style decoration. I don't think that's tasteless.
Well, you can definitely tell it's handmade, but it's also kind of cool because I know who made it.
Yeah, that kind of thing is like when it's something that's not
Yeah.
just like I got this print at home decor store because I needed something to put on the wall, but it's like something that means something.
Yeah, exactly. I'm the 5 millionth piece of shit that put a Scarface poster in his basement.
Get that chicken riding a lizard. You'd support a local artist.
It is unique. Although it's not unique, because remember we looked at the webpage and they had like 5 million of those things. and
Yeah, I posted the link.
They were individual though.
You know, one time I took that guy to the basement and I was like, let me tell you what you could get into. You could sell a bunch online because he was real into it. And I showed him pictures of like somebody that had taken like old typewriters and turned it into like, a skull. Like they'd arranged the keys so that it was like in a skull shape with eye sockets and stuff. And I was like, you should be into this. And I was like, where would I get the material? And I took him to the basement and he was just like, well, I'm not really into this. I was like, all right, you're lost. I thought it would be cool.
Is this a new thing?
Yeah, it's like
No,
a
no,
water
that was-
elevator.
That was before they moved out.
No, we're talking about this is an airship?
I guess so. Looks like the start of something. This would kill you if you were
You can hit the water. Oh, you almost did.
Look at his
Kind of
skin.
bounced a
I
little.
like that.
Was that an astronaut?
Yeah.
Except now astronauts don't look like that. The SpaceX suits are so much different.
This one's been worked on a little bit more, it looks like. Oh, the flooring's still grass, but the roof has come a little bit further.
I think we expressly told them that it shouldn't be grass.
And there it is. Oh, someone else is
I
building
mean,
something out here.
you compare the time sink that just went into that to Max, and you can't even. It's not even close. If you're not willing to lose your job and family to win an older video card, then I don't have any time for you.
Absolutely just pathetic, the level of dedication that some people have shown when they have lives. This is your crappy house. This should be a museum. Oh, no,
You know,
this
I-
isn't yours. Wait, where's yours? Yours is around here somewhere.
I briefly last weekend thought about hopping on there and doing something to my little house, but ultimately I didn't.
Wait, is that your house? I thought yours was up the hill up here somewhere, because
It
Spawn
should
was
be,
here.
yeah, because it's like you could see it from Spawn.
But it says
basically.
Mr. Doofus now. I thought,
After a
wasn't this
certain
one
amount
yours?
of time, does it go away?
Maybe if you haven't logged on in a while, yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
Because
that
that's
could
like that's
happen.
not yours anymore, I don't think.
Wow, so somebody wrecked my shit, huh? Or you
Yeah.
think it disappears, or does somebody have to destroy it? Like you just lose the claim, probably.
You probably lose the claim, and someone probably built next to it. Though I think building next to the White House is a choice.
Yeah.
Like,
Not only is that bad by comparison, but as you pointed out earlier, you're going to be competing for resources.
Yeah. This is quite the prison complex. Like, every time I come over here, it's just like a vision in gray. Someone had to go a long way to get this. Like, all the jungle stuff. I haven't seen a jungle anywhere on the server yet. I've seen just about every other biome.
Does a griefer manage to destroy it? It probably just times out if you don't log in. That makes sense.
Yeah, because otherwise people would claim, huge areas and then no one would be able to play.
Why would there be a village inside the prison?
Oh, wait, I remember this one. Oh, they haven't really worked on it much more, it doesn't look like. Maybe a little bit.
You know what we haven't seen? We haven't seen the chicken.
Oh, where is the chicken? I haven't seen that on the server myself. Like, I saw a picture of it on the forum, but I don't know where it's at. I assume it's like a chicken farmer, but... Oh, look at this. This is a nice bridge style where it's got like the archway.
Certainly looks safer than the other one.
Chicken is mine. Have I seen this house? Oh, there he is. I'll praise the chicken.
That's pretty big.
He is a good size. Oh, that is definitely... That sounds like a chicken spawner. I hear a chicken somewhere. There's hoppers here. I don't think I've seen this house before. This is on a far corner of the server.
Yeah, this is a whole little area here.
The chicken. The proportions on this are impressive. They did a good job.
Yeah, I mean, it's immediately obvious what that is.
The Colonel Sanders movie. Someone was like, "Did you know there's a KFC video game?" And I was like, "Yeah." Clearly, you're not watching my news program.
We were going to play that, but I guess we never did.
Maybe something to check out for funsies.
They're doing a movie. It's like a made-for-TV movie, a KFC drama.
Yeah.
Didn't they put that out right around the time we were playing Doki Doki?
That seems to be my memory of it, yeah. Oh, wow. That's impressive. Where does this go? Ooh, very cool. Maintenance access. Oh, okay, so this is like your strip mine. This will be cool as you keep going. I like that. I don't like the fish. I won't take your fish. Wendy's been making fanfic about lemonade lately. We did the news today, so that won't be included, but we'll look that up next time.
Wendy's is after that first success of their Twitter, I think they're really trying to chase that same buzz.
That high, yeah. Should go work on my level 1 text dating sim. Oh no. Post it in the Devember forum.
That would be a really, truly terrifying Devember project. I just realized we got to do the same thing with the Devember project.
Yeah.
We might tack that on to like the last 30 minutes of one of these streams. Just go through and do a status check on the Devember project.
All right, well, listen, we got plenty of streams between now and then.
You know what game we were talking about earlier today, chat? I almost said Pig World. Hurt World.
What kind of creature was that back there? That was like a giant pig or something.
That's
right?
piglin. And they spawn in the nether. Hoglin.
Are they friendly?
No. Well, I think they're neutral until you hit them, and then they're very angry.
Well, that's true of most things.
Yeah, that's true.
What do y'all think about Fang Fang? I don't know what Fang Fang is. What's Fang Fang?
Is that like snus?
I don't know. Is this server running on Linux or Windows? It is running on cloud hosting Linode. On I think this is Debian that they recommend for Minecraft.
Yeah, that was the point of contention. It was like, should it be Debian or CentOS? And that was before the CentOS, like you're on your own in a year announcement. So I'm feeling slightly vindicated. Although Clear Linux probably would have been the best choice.
Well, I chose this because this is exactly the one they choose for the one click. They force this on the one click.
Ah, that makes sense. Then.
Fang is the Chinese spy that Eric Swalwell was fucking on the side. And yeah, if you're getting into some like political stuff, I'm kind of tuned out right now. I'm a little fatigued.
I think all of us are a little tired right now.
Yeah.
Just, just a little.
Only slightly.
Look at you just breaking everything.
I'm fixing this while I'm here.
Oh, thank you for pointing that out, Jordan Zanny. Chris is building a creative.
Shh.
Disqualified.
Yeah, I couldn't win anyway, so.
Are we getting drunk Christmas stream this year? I think it's going to be New Year.
Yeah, I think so too. I'll tell you what though, I've been getting crunk tonight on some delicious strawberry milk.
Wow.
Mmm.
What proof is that?
Literally 0. But think how good for my bones. So good for my bones.
Mexicans make the best Chinese food. All of our Chinese restaurants around here are authentic, as are our Mexican restaurants. They don't seem to cross over. I've been getting the Kroger Chinese bowls, and they're not as good as the Chinese restaurant, but they're right there, and they're all, it's like ready to go. And I'm a sucker for that. But they started putting egg rolls in them, and they're so soggy by the time you get them. Take the egg roll out. That's ridiculous. Does if you're lactose intolerant. I don't think Chris is like a huge milk drinker.
Yeah.
Whatever, like that thing about white people that makes us milk drinkers, you got a big dose of that.
I do, yeah.
Definitely smell like cheese.
Which is ironic.
I think about that all the time. I'm like, do I smell like cheese and I just don't know it? Like,
Yes, you do.
Cheese could be pleasant smelling, I guess, right?
I guess.
Not when it's in, 98-degree Asian weather. Then it's not very pleasant.
At first, I was like, what the hell is he talking about? And then I realized you're just reliving an uncomfortable moment.
Do you think Computex will happen next year, Wendell?
Yes, I do. They had a pre-press briefing, and Taiwan has got it under control. Like when you come into the country, you have to be quarantined, and they monitor you, and they're like, super follow up about it. So they've only had, I think, 7 deaths total.
Wow. Well,
But
will,
here's
will
the
they
thing.
allow you there?
Yeah, it's not going to be about that by the time that happens. It's going to be about that vaccine pass.
Yes, that is exactly right. That makes
Imagine
sense.
going on a sweaty hike with Krista.
I
That's
had
third price.
the first time I went to Taiwan, they had, I guess, because they give you the background thing, and where I'd never had chicken pox, and the vaccine for chicken pox hadn't been invented yet. I got to have that, so that was interesting.
You've never had chickenpox?
Uh-uh.
Wow.
But they have a vaccine now, so I'm probably not going to get shingles.
Wow, you lucky bitch.
Well, I thought shingles was if you did have it.
Yeah, but if you get it like where I never had it, I could get it, but if I got it, it was going to be really bad. And then if I survived it, I would be getting shingles later.
My mom got shingles last year, and she actually developed Bell's palsy briefly from it.
Wow.
Jesus Christ. There's so much shit that'll get you once you hit a certain age.
Yeah, I mean, she was fine, but yeah, she was worried because it was like right before my wedding, or like a few months before my wedding. And she was like, what if I'm not able to smile in the pictures? Because she was like struggling to drink with the thing where it like messes up one side of your face. But she was fine. She recovered within like a month.
Yeah, that's a weird disease where some people bounce right back and some never do.
Well, I'm pretty sure I got the vaccine, so yay!
Yeah, the vaccine thing. I mean, they're gonna force you into it, which is, I don't know if that's fortunate or unfortunate. I'm really like, I don't want to be anti-vaxxer person. I realize that can be very destructive, but at the same time, I just do not feel like they have spent the time here.
Yeah.
One thing that's really encouraging about the vaccine is like at least one of them, the one that I looked into, mechanically, how it works is pretty genius. So like how normally they just like, oh, here's a strain of the thing, we're gonna breed it so that it doesn't have any bad side effects, then we're gonna introduce it into your body, and then you're gonna get sick, but it's gonna be a mild form of it. One of the reasons that they have to store this so crazy is because it's just the protein. So like that protein spike, they just have a syringe filled with that spike. And so they inject it into you, and that spike is just going to go through poking holes in your cells. So it is wreaking havoc, but it's just the protein. There is no virus, there's no RNA material, there's nothing. It's literally just that protein spike. So your immune system attacks anything that's foreign. So it sees the protein spike and it's like, that doesn't belong here eventually. And it learns it so that when it does encounter the virus, it's like it doesn't remember the virus, but it remembers that protein spike and it immediately attacks the protein spike, assuming your immune system is good. So as far as like, you know, vaccines go, that's the least vaccine in terms of like permanently altering your DNA or your genome or anything like that. It's literally just a protein, so it's not even alive.
Well, that sounds fine, but I don't have the understanding of vaccine science, and I know that you also don't have the understanding of vaccine science. To have come to that conclusion on your own, you're taking somebody's word for that.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, they're telling me the only thing in it is a protein. And if that's true, I know that proteins aren't alive. I mean, I did at least complete a few biology classes in college, but is there other stuff in there? It's like, oh yeah, polonium's also not alive, but yeah, it's probably all right.
I don't know. I mean, I think it's a good situation that they're going to be pumping it into, like whoever the at-risk people and the poor people and whatever. And I'll just
There've
sit here and
already
I'll.
there've already been riots because like hospital administration are taking the vaccine, and all the frontline nurses are like, "Hello, excuse me, what? You never leave your office."
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's great. Let them greedily test it on themselves.
I'm sure the chat has balanced takes.
Yeah, it is unique, and that's one of the reasons why it's got to be stored like it is. But it could lead to side effects, and you will have a reaction. Like you'll get a fever and crap like that because it is wrecking your shit. I mean, it's poking holes in your cells, which is not good.
It's fine.
Wait, is that just floating?
I've got chains there.
Now, how am I supposed to bring a team of horses over this bridge?
Oh, I should build a... You're right, I should build a stable. It's a good point.
Is it, or is it just trolling?
And what about my manservants? That I can't allow them indoors.
This is a equal opportunity inn, so they will also be requiring rooms when you check in.
I won't be bringing them with me. I need a place to station them out here.
I'm afraid that we can't do that, sir. It's against
I have a
hotel
reservation.
policy.
Do you know who I am?
I would love someone to say that ironically, like, do you know who I am? Because I don't.
I've suffered a terrible head injury.
I've had an aneurysm as a result of the vaccine. Who am I?
I don't have a cough right now.
Why are you just building dirt?
I'm landscaping. So it looks less shit around the side of the house.
That shouldn't be dirt. That should be made out of some rare material.
Why would I do that?
To flex.
Look at all these materials I obtained illegally, you scrubs.
That's like when you're a drug dealer putting, like rims on your car and shit.
Same.
Well, I miss the days when I used to be able to just, right after the stream, jump right in the bed. But no, now I got to deal with a litter box, hungry cats, and I got to stand there while they eat.
Why do you
Someone
watch them
doesn't
eat?
get because Crouton won't defend his food, and Toast is too fat.
Sometimes Rue will not eat until we're both downstairs. I mean, other times she just, swallows it whole as quite fast as she can, but...
Toast has this ritual where in the morning I give him his aggressive petting. He really likes me to just really go hard scratching him and working him over. And that's our morning ritual. And he really, really likes that. So he'll leave his food, but only for a little while. And the whole time I'm doing that, I can tell that he has this apprehension because he can hear Crouton crunching away in the kitchen. And finally, he gets to a point where he can't stand it anymore, and he runs at maximum speed back to his food bowl.
What's the plan for Sunday? No one knows.
Oh, did anybody answer the question about the Parkitect earlier?
Oh, I don't think so. I didn't see if they did.
That's one option. I don't know if we get multiple streams out of that. I think we probably lose Wendell about halfway through that, but it could be funny how his is all just fire. So maybe we'll do that for one. There was another survival game that we were talking about that I keep forgetting.
Hurt World. We were gonna try Hurt World again.
Actually, that's another one. Like, there was another one we were talking about before
Oh.
that.
I don't remember.
You know what's on the Microsoft account? And I guess the trend has passed at this point, but Among Us, that Microsoft service is such a good value.
I don't mind Among Us. It's not really. I don't know if we'd get a full set, like a full stream with that, but maybe.
I'm afraid it could be, like just ruined in some way. But Monster Train also on the Microsoft account, the cloud thing. That is for $5 for Monster Train for a month. If I didn't already have it, I'd do it. RimWorld, I guess we could do RimWorld in this format, but would we be able to recapture the glory?
It's hard.
I really like that game. It's very good. Which one are you talking about?
I have been missing RimWorld.
Yeah, Monster Train is a weird card game. But don't discount those weird card games. The deck builders, don't just ignore them, because I did for a long time. But they're pretty addictive, some of them are. Leaving Cyberpunk, I haven't really been. I didn't play a lot of games this week, but the couple of times I was like, yeah, maybe I'll play some games. I was like, do I want to go to Cyberpunk? And I hovered the mouse over the button, and I was like, nah, it's Cataclysm.
I think I know what happened. I think the game designers realized that you could fast track through the main story, and they made it a little grindy in the middle.
See, I don't like that.
I don't know if I'm even in the middle. Maybe.
Did you do the mission where they explain what happened to Art?
I don't think so.
I thought that, how there was that extra little spot at the bottom, and I was like, oh, I bet this unlocks a new set of skills that you have or something.
Oh yeah, the skill tree.
Yeah, there was a bunch of stuff happening there, and I was like, oh, they're going to unlock it, but it never did.
RimWorld needs to be done when we're together. I don't know why I think that, but I think that too. RimWorld with Krista driving, we tried that one time. You remember that, Krista?
I got very frustrated very quickly.
She got very mean. So yeah, probably won't do that. Play more Cataclysm on stream? It's it's funny because we just uploaded this last Minecraft video to the YouTube channel, and because Krista pointed out we were getting more VOD views on Twitch, and
yeah, I don't know what caused that all of a sudden, but we were getting like 1,000 views on each VOD.
And I think we got about that number on this. So, but then I was looking back at the old ones, and it's like the Cataclysm ones got really, really low viewership, but there's like a hardcore group of people who really like it, which is true of the game itself, I suppose. They add the live views to some. Yeah, but we don't get anywhere near 1,000 people on the stream. Maybe like, coming and going, they add up more like that. Chat, did you know that there is a fork? Someone has forked Cataclysm into what they call Bright Nights. It's got an interesting feature set. They're kind of taking out some of the new stuff that people don't like. Kind of going like old school with it. What do you think Marcus Person is doing right now? I don't know that name. You guys know that name?
Not
The Minecraft guy.
Yeah.
Probably being very sad. Although he could come hang out with us for a couple of weeks, and that would be an interesting diversion, and he wouldn't have to
Well,
give us
wait.
much money.
What did he do for Minecraft?
He made
He
it.
wrote it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Notch.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Notch. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know his name.
So I imagine
Oh,
he seemed like he was really, really sad after being so wealthy that he ran out of things to do.
yeah, but he got like real anti-woke on Twitter and alienated everybody.
I think he'd still be fun to hang out with for a few days.
Oh, well, I don't have any problem with that shit. I agree with it wholeheartedly. But I'm
It's
saying
really easy for people to twist your words around with that stuff, though, because it's a double-edged sword. It cuts both ways.
I think it
But-
was pretty clear. I mean, listen, we live in a world where like everything that used to be true is now hate, and I don't think I'm ever going to be able to adapt to that. He was being racist. Well, I'm not talking about being racist. I thought it was like the gender stuff he was talking about.
I think, see, some of that, I don't know, but sometimes some people will say something like men and women on average are built differently and have different physical capabilities. And I'm not saying I agree with that or disagree with that, but then somebody will take that and say, oh, you're sexist. And it's like, I don't think those are exactly the same.
Oh, but what you said is absolutely not allowed anymore.
I know.
Absolutely.
See, and I think that's the road that Notch was trying to go down, but, he could not aspily articulate that.
That's what they did with Joe Rogan, because he was like, I'm fine with all of it, like do whatever you want to do and I don't care and blah blah blah, but if you used to be a man, maybe don't punch women who didn't used to be a man. That might not be fair. And they like wanted him to be killed.
Yeah, that seems like there's some problems there.
Chris, I don't like those glow blocks. That okay, all right, wait a minute, you might be winning me back here.
Yeah, they don't. It's not a great texture in the default texture pack, so you cover them up, but you still get the light source.
Is that supposed to be a glowing plant? Glowing dirt?
Oh, just don't think about it. What? Oh, the carpet's there. That's why I can't put that there. That makes sense.
It's interesting. Your build style. I
Yes.
believe that you delete more than you build.
Listen, I'm very undecisive about certain things.
I mean, you're definitely like a. Do you do this when you are like moving furniture around, where it's like, well, let's just move it and see what it looks like?
Yes, and I know people hate that, but that is who I am.
And knowing your physical prowess, you probably do often need to require other people to help you do that.
Yeah, my roommates in college, bless their heart, they'd come home from a hard day in class. I'd be like, let's rearrange the entire room. And one of my roommates was into it. Then my other two were like, please don't make us do that.
Did you make them do it after all?
Not every time, but yeah, a few times. I was obsessed with finding the most efficient layout of our bedroom furniture.
Okay, so apparently this new Chinese RimWorld game has a huge focus on feng shui.
Oh. I don't know anything about that other than your stairwell is not supposed to run directly into your entryway. That's the only thing I know about feng shui.
Well, there's definitely some stuff with cardinal directions, right?
I think so, yeah. Oh no.
What is this going to be? where there's 2 spaces.
This is gonna be the inn part. You know, we'll put some rooms back here
The
for guests.
inn is behind a hidden wall.
Well, you know, maybe I'll change that. You know, no one can say.
The cops are outside watching it. People just keep coming in and coming in and coming in, and then they burst in. There's nobody here.
This is the weirdest business I've ever been to.
It's a capsule hotel. It's a real low budget affair because we've seen who's on this server.
Yeah, this is like, well, I guess I'll stay. This is like a Motel 8 compared to some of the other buildings on this server. I'm trying to remember which way to get, how to get from spawn to spawn from here. I think it's quickest to go this way.
Ralph has gifted his here to Brian Goosling. It's Brian Goosling.
Oh, thanks, Ralph.
He's here, but he's not. Oh, he is saying something. Brian Goosling, what is your schedule of holiday performances with COVID? Are you performing Christmas music at this time? I guess, do the non-wind instruments have to wear masks on stage or in the pit?
I would think so. Maybe I'm wrong.
Could affect the chin weld to the violin. Is that an important thing?
That was always the thing I never understood about like watching a violinist play. I'm like, surely that's uncomfortable. Like, get sweaty. I bet you get acne right there.
I bet you can swap those out. You probably like replace that every once in a while, right? Wind instruments people wear a mask with a hole in it? No, come on. He plays was it cello? Was it cello, right? It was not. It was one of the bigger strings, I believe. I'm on a reduced payroll, but we haven't played since March. Oh, so Brian Goosling, we took a crap on you going corporate, but you went corporate at a beautiful time, right? Because now
Right, yeah.
you're doing nothing and you're collecting a check. That's pretty good.
Probably not his dream as a musician, but
Can you do side gigs during that time? You should do. You should play at like the illegal maskless speakeasies.
is that a thing?
It should be. They're in Canada, after all. So no musical performances, huh? Wow. But there's a lot of knock-on effects of that, putting a lot of people out of jobs. One digital concert. Yeah, but it doesn't make any sense to see that kind of music digitally. Why not just, listen to the big orchestras do it at that point? Did it for the cash.
You know, musicians, they're always just in it for the money.
Or drugs. Play the fancy French restaurant, the French Laundry. Get banned for playing your own song on Twitch. Wouldn't that be kind of a little bit of an ego booster, though, if you could play it as close to, whoever, to Beethoven, that it gets flagged? A lot of friends literally starving in Europe.
Wow. I mean, I would say that's not happening here, but it absolutely is, so.
Terrible place to be. Masks for the instruments? Oh, come on. That looks like people are just, you know, goofing off there. That doesn't look like... I don't think you play a professional symphony orchestra in a tank top and gym shorts. Musicians are in a terrible place right now. Well, you know what? There's always OnlyFans.
The darkest timeline.
What does it mean when every day feels like Friday? I feel like there's a rap song that would explain that exactly. And Asia is just fine. I don't know, Wendell. Earlier you talking about like Asia is secretly not okay. Where's that information
Yeah.
from?
That was from the manufacturing thing. So, like, the manufacturing thing is saying that Southeast Asia is not fine. So that's like all those factories that are in coastal China are not, like, all of those areas are not okay. But Taiwan says they're okay, and their stuff is running full tilt.
As soon as this is all over, I'm moving back to Japan. Are you Japanese or are you a dirty weeb?
They love me.
Is that Brian moving back to Japan?
No, that's PS2 Neo. I don't know if Brian ever lived in Japan. Actually, I think Brian's of Chinese descent.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, am I misremembering? I don't understand.
Oh, you got it mixed
Oh,
up.
Korean. Oh, wow.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why I was like, that doesn't sound right. Something's wrong.
Do you speak Korean, Brian? Because if you do, here's what you do is you go back to Korea. Well, I say back. I don't know if you've ever been there, but you go to Korea and you find one of those North Korean defectors and start a reaction YouTube channel.
I have been down that YouTube black hole of watching people who escaped North Korea. I'm like, I don't know why I'm watching this, but it's fascinating.
It is fascinating to see people try stuff for the first time. That's where I am with the Pakistani reaction channels. I can't get enough of these guys. And you never know how they're going to react to like the candy and the fried foods and shit. Some of them, it blows my mind that they don't like. Yeah, Brian, you should definitely do. I mean, that is a wealth of money just waiting to be made. And then there's the Korean grandma. I don't know if you have a Korean grandma, but if you did, that would be another thing to explore. Oh, yeah, there you go. Get her some fried foods and American snacks. Throw a camera in front of her. Boom. You're set. I wrecked your mom is really creeping on you. You getting some help?
No, he's just looking at my build.
To be fair, that's what you were just doing to them.
That's true.
Tech jobs that require a second language pay very well. I remember when I was in school, you know, that we had like the jobs program where they found you a tech job. And one of the things that woman told me is she was like, if you can speak Spanish, I can get you like 6 different jobs right now. but I didn't speak
I was gonna say, so you immediately learned Spanish, right?
Spanish. Also, technical documentation in Spanish. Of course, we're talking about what year was this? Like 2003 or something. But uh, that was huge then. You just translate technical documentation. You had to have enough technical knowledge to understand basically what was going on so that you could translate it properly. That apparently just didn't exist. She was 13 years old during the war, so she calls every white man Yankee. I would watch that. I don't care if he calls me a Yankee. I'm definitely not sensitive to any kind of like anti-white, anti-American slang name. Do you think there are people who are really offended by that?
Maybe. I'm sure someone can find offense somehow.
Yeah, I think that there's a lot of people that have like a certain number of stickers on the back of their car who would be very
Oh,
offended.
I saw a guy today. I don't usually bother with the whole like flexing with the car thing, but I came up on a red light up against a guy who had the Punisher
Ugh,
flag.
yeah.
You know how people have the Trump flag? This guy had the Punisher skull. So I had to floor it. Just because I knew it'd piss him off, and it did too, because he tried to keep up. Spanish is the most common second language, so it's the lowest buff to pay. Well, again, I was talking about 20 years ago, nearly. So I'm sure it was different then. Any Asian language would pay more. But is that still domestic, or do you have to go overseas for that? I wrecked your mom is creeping outside the window.
He was. He was just sitting out there.
It's like he had his hand up against the glass. Please. I want to be part of your world, Krista. I would like to that's one I have no interest in like community building stuff. But I really have, of course now it's not the time to do it. But I have thought before, is like maybe I would go on weekends or whatever to like a Spanish learning class. I would like to know Spanish.
My issue with like learning other languages, and it'd probably be easier if you were in a more dedicated class, but it's finding native speakers to practice with.
But see, that's
Because
the
you
thing.
lose it so quick.
I think these adult education ones aren't so much a classroom structure as it is like, a bunch of people that work at the Mexican restaurant donating their time. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure they have like little classes like that where you can find that. I was doing work in Japan, and I was the only one at the company who could speak English. Were you like the token white guy? There's a word for that, right? But I always forget it. I'm gonna make an attempt to learn French. Are you
Oh.
planning on traveling to France, or is that just a random choice?
Some people just like the way that they talk. If you can believe that.
I'm in Canada. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's probably more useful if you live in a place like Canada.
Listen to native streamers. Yeah,
That's
that
not a
probably
bad
goes
idea.
way too fast, right? You need it to be slower. I think you need
Well-
somebody who's going to be a little understanding.
And also, the thing you run into, like, when you're watching informal sources like that, is you learn. I mean, maybe this isn't a bad thing, depending on what you're looking to do, but, like, you learn informal versions of things. So, like, this is a problem in the weeb community. They watch a lot of anime, and then they're like, oh, I feel like I speak Japanese pretty well, but they're speaking, like, a really, I guess, like, colloquial form. And then when they go, you know, to Japan, everyone's like, "Wow, you're being so rude. Why are you acting like we're best friends when we just met?"
Well, listen, you know, maybe I'm imagining too much from these educational classes, but I thought maybe that would be a way to do it because there would be, you know, actual people
To learn from, yeah.
to interact with. Gaijin? No, I'm not talking about the word for foreigner. I'm aware of that. It's the word for the token white person at the company who doesn't do anything except be white. Is there a Team PGP server? There is for a limited time, and I'm sure someone in the chat will link you to the forum post on it. Awesome time to move to a new place and learn, especially Japan, because they desperately need people. Although I don't think that they're very friendly with the visa stuff, are they?
I don't know. I seem to remember, and I might be thinking of Korea because I had a friend who taught in Korea. I think a lot of Asian countries really want native English speakers. I don't know how true that is currently, but
Yeah, I don't think it would be as easy. I think Spanish, the advantage there is we have so many Spanish speakers in the community. I don't know about Japanese.
I tried to learn Japanese in high school, and it was difficult without a native speaker.
The JET program will get you a job teaching. Yeah, no, I've definitely heard of a lot of people teaching English overseas as, like, you know, something you can just do. You don't need any real training for.
It was kind of weeby. It wasn't because of anime. It was because one of my favorite bands at the time was Japanese, and I wanted to understand their songs. Also, because I wanted to learn a language that was really different from English. So it was between Japanese and Chinese. And Chinese is tonal, and I decided that would probably not be a good candidate for self-teaching.
The pillows? I've lost the thread somewhere there. Japan is a weird country to be a foreigner in. You'd be real popular, but never fully accepted. Yeah, they are definitely. You can't say they're the most xenophobic country because I'm sure there's, like, you know, places in the Middle East which are much worse, but they don't really seem to care to be accepting of other cultures. Which I don't judge. I mean, you know, sometimes that's a bad thing. The Pillows, the band that sounds like Japanese Pixies. I don't know the Pillows.
No, I don't even think they're a thing anymore. It's called Halcali. I loved them in high school.
Yeah, I don't understand how people go to these Asian countries to teach English, but they don't speak the local language. I guess the kids are already far enough along.
I guess, yeah. I wouldn't feel super comfortable doing that. I would want to know at least enough to get by, just because it makes your life so much easier.
It must be nice to just drop a grass block like that. You mean creating it out of thin air? Is that what you mean, Smeemery?
You can't get a grass block unless you have a certain type of shovel in the game.
Work for a Japanese bank. The expats think a lot of workers are idiots and disappointingly grunt a lot. Why would they? Isn't Japanese the grunting language? Is that what you're saying they're doing? You're grunting in Japanese?
Tisking disapprovingly.
People in those countries like to show off and go out of their way to speak English.
I mean, if
But
I
then you
spoke
don't
another
learn.
language, I probably would too.
Australia not have a path to citizenship? I'm sure they do. Just do some crime.
That's how they do things there. And then you get to sit in the Queen's lap. That's how they operate there.
Most people won't try to be your friends to say no foreigners leave at any moment. Is that like not wanting to befriend the new guys in Vietnam? I don't necessarily feel like I'm accepted in this community. So I don't know if I would care. Sounds like there are phantoms out, people not sleeping. Krista, is that a critique of you?
No, I've been sleeping. I didn't sleep last night, but I've been going to sleep. Beautiful. This is kind of lackluster, but it's fine. Compared to some of the other builds we've seen on the stream tonight, I do feel slightly self-conscious.
Do you have any nagging feelings of who am I to judge these people?
No, I never get that feeling. I'm happy to judge.
Well, I will say that I did not expect. Well, actually, I'm of two minds here. Some of these builds I expected a lot more progress from, but then there are the brand new ones that have just popped up, and they're just amazing.
Yeah. It is stiff competition so far.
It goes to show you that it's still anybody's game. And you don't necessarily have to pull a facepalm Picard out of your ass. You just have to make fancy drawers.
Oh yeah, there's so many good ones. I just don't know.
It's the little things in life. It's like the fancy drawers.
All right, Kristen, now you're cheating in pets.
It's fine.
Also, can you not get a black dog?
No, I was gonna do that. You can definitely get different types of cats, but not dogs. Look at that good pupper. My dog is asleep right now.
My cats mysteriously have not started
Meowing yet?
meowing yet. I went upstairs again the other day, and I was making food, and I was like, wait a minute. Why aren't there any cats? There are always cats when I make food. They'd close themselves in their room again.
Yeah, the left side is kind of lacking right now. I just put a farm up here because when I was playing in survival, I was starving a lot. But I think I could do something more interesting. Maybe put a waterfall or something. Think the existential crisis that dog will face when it realizes it was spawned in. How do I get started? Explore. Find a spot to build.
And go ahead and add to that. Visit the Patreon.
Store.levelandtext.com.
Krista, what are your coordinates? Were you going to try to grief?
Yeah, I don't have this protected by a golden shovel. I'm next to the village over here. I don't remember if there's a rail station here. I don't think there is. It is connected to the Nether Highway.
That's a good question that you bring up there, Krista. Max apparently doesn't think too much of your inn as he has not put a rail station to
It's
it.
true. But I am kind of far away from the spawn area. Oh,
Yeah,
look at
well.
that. That's cool.
You're not going to get any guests without rail access.
Oh, Max says, I'm currently building a rail station. Where is it at? I didn't see it. Is that what he's doing? Is that what you're doing right over here? I saw you guys hanging out here for a second.
Pop down there and open up the river into it.
Just really mess that up. Oh, he's tunneling. It'll probably have like 20 more connections by next time.
Looking for inspiration. Smeemer, I would not copy Krista's build.
No.
That's not going to win the contest. What you're going to need to do is you need to, and this is going to be difficult because we're running out of elements here. Everybody else has already kind of picked one. You got to find something that Krista's really into. Now we've got the Hobbit one is taken.
The
we've
mushroom
got the
house.
Tiny mushroom has been done. Mushroom's been done twice. Tiny house has been done. The like the winter biome one, I feel like is a little bit of that. There's some pandering in that one. So, let's see. What about a camping theme?
Ooh, yeah, that would be neat.
I'm not sure how you would do that.
I kind of like the idea. So, any build is great, but like if you have some sort of theme to it, is neat.
What if someone built? Oh, here you go. Here it is, Smeemer. And I'm going to tell you, but I'm telling everybody else, so you got to get started on this. Do a glamping campground with RVs and shit. Rivendell, which you spelled wrong, would be a big one, but I think that is ambitious.
It is very ambitious. I mean, someone did build a hobbit hole, but and we
Maybe
also
you
have
get Max.
the start of an enterprise as well.
If you could get Max and Sprout to join forces and put all of their free time together, you might get started on that in the next 15 days. Or I guess we're going to give them as many as 30. Maybe not that many, but it's going to be more than 15. Any trailer park?
A trailer park would be funny too.
I would
I
say that
liked
you
the
could-
house with the car too. I thought that was cool. It was like a modern build.
Well, it was funny because we shit on the
Yeah.
lack of the car. And I don't know how you guys would have access to this, but also it changes so often you would never be able to make it work. But you could try and recreate one of the houses that Krista wants on Zillow.
Oh, it's so sad how quick they disappear.
Van life? Yeah, you could do a van.
That would be neat.
No 420 builds. I was very disappointed in Rocker Daddy 420's world that he didn't have anything 420 related. How many offers have you made? I don't think you've done that yet, have you?
No, we're just like at the very beginning of the process. We just look at Zillow a lot right now. And then we've started the banking stuff. Which is a nightmare. There's so many papers. And that's just the beginning of the papers, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, the paperwork is. Although it's all digital now. Are you doing actual paper?
So for the first part of it, we just had to do all like the tell us about yourself online. But I think we'll have to submit all. I don't know how we're gonna do the document part. It's like wait for us to tell you more. And then they haven't sent us anything else yet.
Well, yeah, they're figuring out how much they want to give you. They're putting you through the old
$2.
AI right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a weird, weird housing market. It's a weird everything. Let's be honest.
I was promised to crash like in 2008.
It's funny because, you know, I mean, like with the pandemic, apartments are just so less valuable right now.
Yeah, no one wants to be at the whim of a landlord.
And no one wants to be at the whim of people who aren't going to pay rent. It's a matter. And you don't want to live packed in with all the other people. Maybe the crash is coming in 21. I don't know. I mean, now that we got the vaccines in, let's assume that you know alleviates the lockdowns. I don't see it bouncing back immediately. How would that
No.
work?
We go to war. Uh,
With China, I guess.
doesn't matter. Could be anybody.
Salty about the rents in New York? Then why the fuck are you in New York? It's such a stupid place to live.
It is very pricey. But it takes money to move as well.
Moving to space? That's expensive.
Bold move.
It's you know what the toughest part about moving to space is figuring out what you're going to do with the U-Haul to get it back.
So expensive.
Let gravity take care of it? Yeah, but you're going to lose your security deposit if it goes through the full burn. I'm more concerned about how to season my poop tube food. Now, Krista, what would you think poop tube food
I was about to call out that same comment because I have no idea what that means.
How do you get plumbing in space? With a vacuum. There's a hose with an attachment and a vacuum. I wonder if some of the big cities will see like a little bit of a resurgence, because where it's like a forest fire, some people will flee and new people will move in and they'll be like new and, you know, better somehow. Where can you source drinking water? Well, you're going to have to recycle your water, obviously. Joel McKinney gave us an indeterminate number of bits. I'm going to guess there's 25 there. Still cleaner than Flint water? Yeah, I think the captured water is pretty good, right? Although,
Oh.
do they have to constantly drink really flat, mineral-free water on the space station? They were out of Nestle water at Meyer this week, and I got Ice Mountain, and I swear, I can taste a huge difference. Am I alone there?
I like their fizzy water in the Ice Mountain.
It's not bad, but it's just nowhere near as good as that beautiful, beautiful Nestle water. Get on that stock. What's the price? Oh. Did we lose Wendell? We did lose Wendell.
Oh. It is almost 11. Though, that might not be good if he just abruptly dropped.
There he is.
I got disconnected.
Chris, have you decided whether or not you're going to get a soda stream?
I have not decided. My husband and I were looking at them the other day. And then my husband fell down the rabbit hole on YouTube of make your own soda stream.
Yeah, I mean, is the seltzer water really expensive?
I mean, it's not like breaking the bank, but like it doesn't really seem to be worth it if we can figure out an easier way to make it ourselves.
I don't think soda stream's the way to do that. I think it's time to do it yourself, and we'll put a Raspberry Pi on it to do like variable timings on your CO2 release. Make a video out of it. Hello, everybody. I'm late to the party. You have no idea how late you are.
Yeah, we're almost done.
Mark Drew 421, which 421 is a funny way of using the 420 meme. Stay away from carbonated bong water. Okay. They have a Nestle bottling plant near here. Turns out the tap water here is good enough that they just bottle it and export it. Yeah, Nestle has different tiers of water filtration. I'm pretty sure they own Ice Mountain. But
Wouldn't
Pure
surprise
Life.
me.
When I talk about Nestle water, I'm talking about Pure Life, which is reverse osmosis or distilled. And mineralized, which is what tastes so good about it. You can make them with the old school spritzer / CO2. Yeah, you just run CO2 through water to carbonate it, right? It's nothing real fancy.
Yeah,
I
it
think it's
doesn't
gonna be
even need
pressurized,
electricity.
yeah.
It's got to be what?
I think it's going to be pressurized, but yeah.
Right, but you get a pressurized canister and you just bubble it through the water. That's all it is, right?
Yeah. As far as I know.
So yeah, Krista, you make that yourself.
I don't know. We did fall, like I said, we fell down the YouTube hole on it, but we haven't made a decision though. Well, we are in love with LaCroix, and then we now buy the Ice Mountain flavor as well. I'm drinking some right now. It's raspberry lime. Sparkling
now,
water.
One thing you could do is just drink regular water.
I could do that, but I like the fizz. I like the static water.
I've never tried it. Maybe I'll try it.
Yeah, you should. It's good. It's
What do they
expensive.
flavor it? What do they flavor it with?
No one knows. Some sort of synthetic flavoring. It's not got any sugar or anything in it. It's just flavoring and water and
Does
bubbles.
it have artificial sweetener though? Because I don't like those.
No, so the ingredients on it: spring water, CO2, natural flavors.
Natural flavors could mean a lot of things. I mean,
Yeah.
what would be an unnatural flavor?
I was trying to think of something funny, but I haven't got anything in me.
I mean, that's like saying something is chemical free.
Technically not true. Yeah.
Is anything in the world chemical free? Yeah, Nestle runs really, really dubious political games to get that water for free, and they really are just raping the planet and making so much money. But you see, they make this one flavor of water I really like, so I forgive all of it.
Healthy. Beautiful. Great. So now our innkeeper has a place to live. We don't have any rooms at the inn, but there is, you know, you can come here and drink.
When I worked for AMC, that's the theater company, right? There would be people who order a drink and ask for just the carbonated water without the syrup.
Yeah, it's sparkling water.
Yeah, but you have a little bit of flavor in yours, right?
Yeah, I do.
What if Nestle stops making water because not enough people buy it? There's no danger of that because Meyer is sold out of it so annoyingly often, which is why I was drinking Ice Mountain.
You should buy some sparkling water. Give it a try.
Oh, I've had sparkling water. I think it has like a bitter taste to it.
I don't think so. It just tastes like static water.
I don't know. I can taste like the CO2 gives it a little bit of bitterness to me.
It's delicious.
I did try that. I don't remember why I tried it, but I did one time. Chris's hacks are going to collapse the server economy. I think if Max, like, terraforming isn't crashing the server economy, I'm sure Krista's little cabin build will be okay.
Yeah, I'm not doing anything major here.
How many people aren't old enough to remember time when everyone drank? Aren't old enough when everyone drank. I guess we started doing that around, like, we didn't do it so much in the 90s. But I think that's when it started. All about the unsweetened iced tea. That's Wendell's thing. That's another one that I just can't get into the flavor of.
Yeah, I don't like iced tea that well. It makes me a treacherous person to our southern heritage, but yeah, I'm not into tea.
I mean, if you sweeten it, that's the southern heritage, but then you're just drinking sugar.
Which is what I'm trying to stop doing.
When I was in school, was big for the high-end rich kids. Yeah, well, that didn't describe anybody at our school. I remember the big controversy. Now, Kristen, when you went through school, were they still selling soda in the vending machines?
So it was weird. They didn't in the main school. But there was like a technical, like trade kind of school that was part of the high school, but it was in a separate building. And they were allowed to sell soda there. But they couldn't do it at like the main high school. But you could just walk over there during the day.
Was there any explanation of why that was?
I think because it was something about it was classified different. Like, I mean, I think it still got state money, but it wasn't strictly just for kids, I guess. I'm not sure. I don't know why it was like that. It may be different now too, but you could get a soda at the other building.
We always had, you know, all the worst stuff. But I remember there was a push around that time. And for a while there, I think they went to fruit juices, which had just as much sugar.
Yeah. Well, do you remember Fruitopia?
Oh, that was just a bottle of sugar.
Yeah, and like they sold that for a long time.
That doesn't make any sense. Is it just because it wasn't carbonated? I guess it didn't have caffeine in it.
Yeah. It didn't make a lick of sense, but that's how they did it.
Our vending machine at school only sold milk. Are you in Canada? That sounds Canadian.
It's just bags of milk. You open it, you slash it open with your knife, and it just, you know, goes all over the place.
No, Kristen, with your wood axe.
Oh.
The thing that was the worst, though, was like when you would get the milk at school, and it was just barely colder than ambient temperature.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they've been sitting in those crates for, you know, the better part of 4 hours.
Yeah.
I remember when I was in grade school. At the end of the day, uh, when people were like waiting for their bus, they would just bring in a bunch, like a huge crate of chocolate milk and Pop Tarts. And everybody had chocolate milk and Pop Tarts at the end of the day, every day. That there's no way they'd let you get away with that now.
No, there's no way.
Pop Tarts were like a luxury good. Yeah, you can't get away with that now.
All right, it's 11:08. Do we want to call it?
Yeah, it's
Oh yeah,
it's late.
we're good.
But for many on this server, the work has just begun.
Something tells me that on a Friday night, Max is not going right to bed.
No, I think they've looks like some of them have started. Oh, there's something happening over here. Things are starting to get built. I think there's supposed to be a rail station heading this way.
Wow. Now you haven't approved that.
Yeah, I'm fine with it. You know, more
Nice.
more guests for the inn.
Technically not your land. I guess this person over here will also benefit from it. And by benefit, I mean not really.
More visitors. Always better to ask for forgiveness than permission, right, Max?
Especially when doing large underground tunneling projects.
That's Elon Musk's thing as well.
All right. See you guys Sunday. I don't know what we'll be playing.
Yeah, not sure yet.
Good night, everybody.